Good evening. Welcome to the Doom City of Granitegard here on the Guardtower Presents. This is our weekly fantasy action adventure roleplay, and we stream Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. on Twitch, and then put those up to YouTube on Friday afternoons. And catch any of our previous episodes and check out everything that has to do with the Doom City of Granitegard at our Linktree address. And if you're wondering what that is, we have it up on the screen, but for those of you that might be listening, it is linktr.ee/dcog. Once again, it is linktr.ee/dcog. There you can find link to the Guardtower's Twitch as well as our YouTube channel. You can find our X is the official thing now, X, right? As well as Patreon. It's the next and still Twitter.
Twitter.com to get on X.
You can go to twitter.com to get on X. So I don't really use social media. You get kids though.
Yeah.
But you can also find links to our Discord channel, which I do know something about. I've
If you're
hit before. There you can talk to the cast and crew of the show and find out everything that's going on.
Oh my God.
Get some updates for our season 2 and all the kinds of cool things that have to do with the Doom City of Granitegard. And if you like what we're doing, a follow on Twitch and a like and subscribe on YouTube would be absolutely fantastic. It's a small click for you, but it means a whole lot to us. Gets us out there on the algorithms so we can be watched by more people. Yeah.
Thanks.
Exactly. And tonight we have our music provided by our friends over at Pocket Bard. If you haven't checked out Pocket Bard, it's a quick, easy to use app. You can download it on your phone and bring some magic to your own gaming table with music and sound effects. They have a considerable number of genres and different styles on there. You can some action and combat music. They've got that. They've got some tense dramatic music, and they've got some victory music should you not have a TPK. So that's always a good thing there. We have a map this evening that is done up with Warlock tiles, and those are a quick, easy to use battle map creation, but we have some special things that are done by our friend Chris Fields, which have enhanced that map. I can't wait to jump into that tonight. Yes. And then Chris Holding and Tony Gustafson have helped provide some really fun little critters to go along with our heroes on the map, and they're all going to have
I feel resentment in your creations.
Yeah.
So, tonight when we hop into that, actually, we're going to start off with combat tonight, so I can't wait to jump over there. And let's go ahead and finish up everything we had to talk about tonight. The Guardtower has opened up their brand new location at 5518 Nike Drive, which is right off 14. What?
We moved. We just shifted a little bit.
Oh.
It'll get you pretty close.
It'll get you doggone close to that. Right off the Gilliard Rome Road. Come on in and see the new location.
Freaking eyes.
I
You see,
checked with the
do a little
spin was provided incorrect information.
Oh my
So,
God.
moving forward, yes, you can check out the new location. It has a huge sales floor. So you can find everything that you like to do as far as gaming goes out there. You can find conventional games for you and your family to play. You can also find all kinds of fun nerd investment there as well. The latest supplement books from your favorite gaming system. You can find all kinds of things for your strategy games out there, from minis over to dice, which can never have enough of those. Dice towers.
So true.
All kinds of killer things out there for you, as well as a super fun gaming community, which right behind this wall, we have people out there playing games right now.
Well, down there, we're in the
Windows.
tower.
Yeah,
we're in the garden.
We're in the VIP suite.
Into the game.
Yeah. The
Yes, and we have a Star Wars bathroom that is
Alarming.
Out of
yes, so very
it's cool.
Yeah,
It frightens me.
and it's just and it gets the job done.
so yes. You can measure your time marked by nice hours that stream by on that.
I've never felt so isolated and
So yes, you can also stop by the Guardtower East, which does not have a trash compactor bathroom, and that is located on Main Street, right off of 270. Really quick and convenient for those of you that are in the city. But if you want to go online, you can also go over to the Guardtower.com, and there you can find everything that the Guardtower has available, as well as get involved with their gaming community. So you can find people that have your similar hobbies on that. Find some new friends if you don't like the ones you got. It's fantastic on that.
Or an enemy. I cannot pitch this strongly enough. Yeah.
Choose your poison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
right.
you can find a new, I don't think
if you find
that
healthy. And
So yeah, Guardtower.com where your next adventure awaits.
Whatever. Vectors are
That pretty much wraps up my notes. Is there anything that I've left out? Warnings about future enemies or things like that? I don't know.
We'll come back next week and see
no,
what else you got up to.
There's no warning about that? Well, okay. Choir one today yourself?
This was the warning.
hear me, Jesse. There's no warning.
We- let's go ahead and roll our intro tonight.
That's a good callback.
Our adventure. And, we'll see you here in a few moments.
Once the seat of economic and political power in the Northern Territories, the city of Granitegard fell in one catastrophic moment of terror and bloodshed. In the quiet hours of the night, the massive granite mesa that served as the city's namesake exploded violently, the debris reducing entire swaths of the city to ruin. Before the inhabitants could even comprehend what had happened, they were blindsided by an army of monstrosities surging from the sewers and into the city streets. The militia valiantly attempted to protect the fleeing citizens, but their efforts were futile against the overwhelming tide of bloodthirsty creatures. And in the midst of the chaos, the city gates slammed shut, turning Granitegard into a death trap for anyone that remained behind the high, fortified walls that had been meant to protect them. For over a decade, it has stood as silent as a tomb, and shrouded in a perpetual mist. No one has entered, and nothing human has ever come out. That is, until now. 12 years to the day since the fall of Granitegard, the Trader's Gate has opened. The news has spread like wildfire across the human crescent. And like a siren's call, fortune hunters from far and wide have been drawn by the possibility of untold riches lying just inside the city walls. Daring the foolish and the brave to risk it all at a chance of wealth beyond their wildest dreams. It has also stirred the interest of old rivals. With no one from the original bloodline to claim the mantle of leadership of Granitegard, plans are forming in the dark. Powerful forces seek to play their games of state, as the lives of everyone in the north hangs in the balance. And in the midst of this all, 6 strangers have been drawn to Granitegard by something other than riches or power. Their destiny is tied to the events surrounding the fall of the city. Each of them must confront the past in order to find a way forward. Each of them must search for answers in the doomed city of Granitegard.
Back. So we didn't use "and" this time.
Oh, there it is.
we are,
Just did.
Do it again.
let's go ahead and catch up where we were last week before we jump into our exciting adventure. So, with mounting pressure from the throne of Granitegard, the fate of the Northern Territories also hangs in the balance. Our party has returned to the fallen city to seek out the cathedral. Once a place of honor and worship for the one god, the Grand Cathedral has become a house of craven desires and abominable perversions of the flesh. Dark blood magics and vile necromantic practices have polluted what was once pure. The decayed visage of the cathedral mirroring its fall from grace, and a terrifying vortex of lost souls rages above, foreshadowing the evil that lurks inside. Our brave adventurers, with the guidance from Skeech and from Yip Yip, used a hidden passage through one of the desecrated mausoleums to slip into the catacombs beneath the cathedral. Making their way to the Chamber of Sovereigns, Vaughn was able to recover Hingrid's ring of the Sovereign. The corpse shifted slightly, seeming to signify its blessing from the first Sovereign of Granitegard to pass along his ring in the time of need.
Thanks.
As the party moved into the archives to seek out the official birth records to prove Vaughn's lineage, their hopes were dashed as they saw the condition of the archives where it had been purposely violated and destroyed.
Disgusting.
As Vaughn steeled himself for what he knew was next to come, the corrupted bishop called down for him from above. Our heroes hatched a plan. While Vaughn ascended up alone, the rest of the party slowly made their way up, hoping to use the bishop's focus on Vaughn as a diversion. Upon stepping out into the cathedral, Vaughn saw that the interior was worse than any nightmare he had envisioned. The disgusting vices of the man that had once been the Lord Cardinal Bishop, Francisco, had been indulged to create a hellscape of pain and suffering. The bishop himself had been transformed into a monstrous body of fleshy perversions and craven decadence. And as Vaughn parlayed with him, this allowed the party to gain some advantage in position, but their hopes to catch the bishop and his minions completely off guard were only partially successful. And where we had left off last time, Mary, you had just finished your movement forward, and your spirit guardians had come in contact with that strange disturbance the bishop had laid out. And as the two fields overlap, I would like you to make a wisdom, actually use your spell attack on that. And I'm going to use my foot. Let's see.
I'm sorry. I'm like
This one.
Roll high and use your spell modifier.
It's good advice all the time.
Right.
Just do this instead. Just
30.
roll good.
As the two fields mingle into each other, let's go ahead and remove the field of the skeleton arms there.
Yeah, we like
The field stays intact, though, so you have to plug that back in. And as you do so, Mary, you hear a hiss from the bishop. And as he looks across over to you, breaking eye contact from Vaughn, and he's like, Axelor Spawn. The queen warned me about you. I should have been expecting it. You're as rotten as your father. And just like him, you will be broken. Though I doubt you proved to be as big of his challenge as he was. And he sits back a bit on that fleshy mound that occupies the lower half of him. And that should basically wrap up, I believe, your actions and movement at that point in time, correct?
Used a bonus action field.
Okay. You have a question about something going on out there?
Well, I think we're all trying to figure out what is happening with the force field around him in the back. Does it look, is it similar to the one that I just kind of snuffed out here? Is there similarities?
It seems to have more in common with the way the field looks with the swirling vortex that's above. It is that
Outside.
purplish, the purplish hues that seem to continually swirl down from the entire center of that tower. It actually comes in from the top, past the bells, and all the way down around that exterior portion that you see there with like the superstructure. It is completely around the superstructure itself, isolating him from everything else.
It's on the floor around the structure.
Yes, it comes all the way down to the ground itself.
Okay. So
It's a giant cylinder.
Yeah, it's very much kind of like a cylinder. It does kind of bend a little bit as far as the tower itself is shaped,
Yeah,
but
what was that now?
It's just,
yes,
visual.
Well done.
It's a big one.
Something similar to that. Yes. No problem. All right, and that's going to move us to the flesh mound. Spirit Gardens. Spirit Guardians are still active. Yes.
Okay. And do you need the roll for that?
I believe you did roll damage. What was the damage that they do? 20.
Radiant. Yeah.
So anything coming in contact with the Spirit Guardians will begin to take 20 damage. That is stuff with blood. Okay. All right. Now, that wraps your turn, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So the flesh mound there is going to advance forward.
It's got to have a name. Flesh Mound.
Seems like a Kyle
It's
to
going to
me.
come up over there.
Named after the second best almond joy flavor.
I'm sorry.
What's my father?
This, that pile of like leftover flesh from creatures that had been stripped off.
I'm sure there's a Kyle.
Had consolidated into that massive form that you saw rise up as the bishop was making his initial speech. And now as it begins to move, each time this thing is taking a step, it makes this nasty, wet sound. You can see blood and material that's kind of left behind as it continues forward, but it rushes. And as it does so, when it hits that wall, it just kind of spills up and over. And as it does so, when it hits the ground, the body reconstitutes back up into its shape as it continues moving forward. It didn't really seem to stop when it hit that wall. It just kind of powered on through. And again, as it hit the ground, it kind of fell apart and reconstituted as it came back up again. And that is its movement at that point. That is going to bring us over to Echo and Sky.
Okay. You're currently still on Sky's back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sky is going to move toward me.
Echo's over to you.
And this guy in front of me, there's a skeleton in front of me.
He is a living creature.
Okay. Not for long.
That's actually
That was vaguely threatening.
Vaguely. Okay. Sky is going to attack him first.
Okay.
And she gets advantage.
And DC is 13.
Okay. 14 on the first, barely. And definitely hits on the second. So it first needs to make a DC 13 strength save.
Passes strength save.
Okay, so it stays up and it will take 15 piercing on the first and 17 piercing on the second.
It's 32 total.
Uh-huh.
All right. Sky grabs this guy and bites into him. And thick, crimson blood oozes out of this creature as he howls in pain. By the time Sky is done shaking him about and ripping most of the flesh off of his lower leg, he is barely hanging on. He's actually, the table that's right next to you there, he's actually leaning into it for support just to kind of keep himself up, looking darn near at the threshold of death.
Okay. Well,
indeed.
with my bonus action, Echo is going to cast Compestus's Stride, adding even more movement, and I will take one swipe at this guy. Is he on the ground?
No, he's leaning up against the table there.
Okay.
13 is the number to meet or beat.
That'll do it. And
Did you do more than 1 point of damage?
yes, and he's on fire.
And so the Kopesh, as you swing the Kopesh over, it catches him in the neck, and it takes his head completely off. But as the blaze of the Kopesh leaps to life, it actually cauterizes the wound as it passes through. And so as the head hits the ground, it seems still very aware and active, but is unable to make any kind of a scream. The rest of the body kind of slumps over the table there. And he is out of combat.
In front of me, is that wall a full wall, or is that climbable if I keep going down that?
Yeah.
Because right now
It would be for me to deny you the ability to climb something during the course of this action. Yes, you can climb atop that. It's actually a railing that you can run along.
So since he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, thanks to Tarquin over here, I have 110 movement. So he is going to sprint forward, and I am making my way to the center of the tower.
Can you describe
I can get?
what angle your arms are at? Because I imagine them somewhere back here.
It would take a lot more than 8 strength to hold them anywhere else, so they are flopping behind me as I go full speed.
Well, what about the third arm?
The third arm,
It's like a windshield wiper.
You turn into for the first time. It's not what you think.
it is what you think.
What are you thinking, though?
Okay, let's count this out real quick. So we're going to go 5, 10, 50, 55, 60.
I just
100 and how many feet? 110?
110.
That would bring you right there, stopping directly basically in front of the field.
Okay, that's fine.
If Echo
Look at-
could go a little bit faster, he might be able to run around the Earth in reverse time.
Well, can I take my haste action to dash?
You can.
I'm going to go another 110 feet.
Where are you?
Want to be right around the bishop. Behind him,
Please
actually.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Well, hey, I know he's not within 10 feet of me, but spiritually.
Spiritually. I did walk through the Spirit Guardians this
Oh, wait,
morning.
hold on. Roll good.
I'm
Yeah.
going to add a inspiration to this. These are gold.
Yes, so D8.
D8. Okay.
And then you get to eat them.
I don't know where mine went.
I lost my character.
Let me check.
What's up, finding?
There it is.
And
Okay.
then in Topeka.
All right. That's not bad. Okay. So that will be an 18, 19. And
19?
Yep.
All right. You're not catapulted back, but you do take 11 points of damage,
Okay.
necrotic damage, as you slam into the field and it rejects you. As you step back, you can see the flesh on your arm begin to literally dissolve and ripple away as the necromantic magic strikes you and just tears these nasty little pockets into the surface of your skin there.
So I didn't even get within 5 feet of him.
No, you were unable to pass through the wall itself.
Okay.
It's like
Well,
a lava all
I don't know
over
how much
again.
movement I have, but could you? Okay. Perfect. Could you move me to the closest enemy then?
There are 3 guys that are still worshiping at the area right over here. The
All right.
zealots right over here.
Praying time's over, so let's go wake them up.
Knock over that collection dish.
Yeah. I'll go to the nearest guy, and then I'll have Sky move her remaining movement. She has 55 total, so.
Oh.
That big.
So the next closest person to Sky is a gentleman right over here.
Okay.
If you can look on I think we have the map up, right? Yeah, there we go.
Sky, we don't have.
So
Okay.
you can close the gap and have
Perfect.
him right next to that
All right.
with a goblin perched upon the shoulders. So use your imagination, the wonderful world of imagination of a goblin riding the wards, so to speak.
I think you made a good decision, but I kind of wish you just would have circled around him 100 feet really fast.
That's the Ginyu Force.
All right. So we move over to our zealots. The zealots activate their. They're going to activate their unholy shield, which is going to raise their AC.
No.
And
Which one are the zealots?
these are zealots right over here. There is a zealot there, a zealot there. We have one here, and two still alive over here, it looks like.
Zealots.
That's a lot.
Well, they're very zealous about what they're doing there.
They're
A bummer.
for a magic force field.
And that is going to wrap up their action now.
Yes, my window.
We move over to Yip Yip. What are you doing?
Hi, fireball.
Royalty free.
I know where the giant flesh monster is and reaching over to where the bullets are without hitting poor Echo there.
Please, I insist you hit me.
You do have advantage on dex saving.
I also am immune to fireball. I think.
Hope he can.
Wow.
What?
I did.
I totally meant to do that.
I walked through a lava flow.
Sorry.
Oh,
My clothes didn't survive.
Okay. So let's go ahead and try to
You
position that.
meant
And
Your mother.
You're one.
you would get the flesh mound, one zealot,
use-
and the groundskeeper.
Can I not aim it more that way?
hit the
Yeah.
praying boys.
Hit the praying boys, yes.
Careful of not getting Echo into that.
He has told me it doesn't matter.
No, I mean, if you don't know that, you don't know that. But it's fine.
You were there.
Yeah, that is true. I was there when he walked into the lava and then walked out.
I am not going to tell you where to put your fire. You can fireball whomever you would like.
For science.
For science.
Each needs to know for research purposes.
Oh my god.
So where are we going to place this real quick? Let's get this established. It's,
Dude. You're like the devil on the
I guess all this is burning Echo.
all right, let's put it down.
Will damage most foul.
The other one that I have right now, I'm in armor.
Two zealots.
When I'm not immune to magical fire.
That is a dex save, right?
Yep.
Dex C.
17.
Of a 17. Yeah, groundskeeper does not save.
And it's also going to be upcast at one level.
Oh my.
Is the groundskeeper? It's just a groundskeeper.
You'll be sometime interviewing him and ask him what he's doing. So, but he does.
We have Speak with Dead. We'll get to it later.
Flesh mound does not save,
No time.
Oh, flesh mounds.
and neither do the two zealots.
Those little flesh man.
So everybody is at whatever the horrible damage you're about ready to do.
Are you mound in flesh?
You get hit with a fireball.
Like the schmore. 22.
Push me on the outside.
Everybody's taking 22 points of damage.
Counting.
Uh-oh.
30. 35.
Uh-oh. Well, that's
37.
37 as a total.
37. Okay. So the two zealots are
Use careful spell on Echo.
all right.
Well,
So the two zealots that are right here, I even charged this thing. You are fired. Anyway, the two zealots on the right side, one leg. They don't even stop their ritual. They continue to burn like candles as they are doing their ritual.
so briefly.
And fall forward and die as they literally
Gonna die so brave.
burn and incinerate there. The groundskeeper takes the 37 points of damage and is quite charred looking and upset. The flesh mound does not seem to be affected by the damage. It took it, but it does not seem to have any sort of, I mean, aside from the areas that are charred on it, it doesn't seem to have a real acknowledgement of even the damage that was done.
But
We
it
don't
didn't
love
look
that.
damaged. It looked like it.
There is some charred flesh in there. But it's hard to tell if the barbecue
Doesn't care.
stench is directly from the two wicked candle guys or the groundskeeper or the fleshy mound. So there's a considerable bit.
I know my bird flushes.
All right.
I think I should be able to.
Yip. Are there any other actions, reactions, anything you've got going on?
Trying to see where she's at.
You are
Want to move
back over here.
her more toward the center on that little center wooden pathway.
You're going to try to move up towards next to where Vaughn and Mary are.
Yep.
So you should be able to move 30 feet up to about where they sit.
And that's it.
There we go. All right. And
I love my mini dice.
so the death knell is going to move over to where the bishop is and it passes through the field. So it's going to advance over to here.
A giant.
What the?
Yeah, that's the bell.
No, there's this clanging of these bells. That's correct. And as this creature begins to move, where it was hidden and obscured before by the altar and stuff that's over here, you now see it as it steps out, and it is this
Made that up.
collection of bones and intestines and all kinds of leftover parts that seem to have been mashed together to create this undead body. But it doesn't have a head. It has a series of bells that are sitting atop this thing. And again, they kind of clang against each other. And as it does so, the two dead zealots that are there, you can see as their bodies are quiver for just a moment, and this little spark zips out of them and races up into the structure here.
Oh
No, killing things maybe not be the best idea.
And that is its actions for the round. We move over to speech.
Do you think we can make a plushie of that for our merch stores?
Check out.
Mom for that.
Who called you?
Flush mount. Funny you should ask.
That's cute. No.
So I had a great view of everything that's happened from on top of Skype.
Yes, and you can see the flesh mound moving your direction.
I decided I don't want to be here. And I look up.
So up,
How high up are those raptors?
to get up to the rafters are about 40 feet above the ground.
Okay.
I wish I'd made them 85 to make them more challenging, but they're well.
So if they're 40 feet above the ground and Sky is
You're standing on Sky's shoulders, plus your height, you're going to be at. Reach your little goblin arms up. It's about 10 feet.
that is convenient.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to throw one of my teleportation bombs up at 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to land on one of the raptors.
Bam, you go. For the raptor.
Can I? I'm going to use the word skitter.
You're going to skeet her across the.
From the raptor to the actual like rooftop itself.
That is another 35 to 40 feet with the high peaks.
And if I start like moving more towards like the side wall to where it would connect.
From where you are right there, it is maybe 15 feet of movement, 15 feet of movement.
All right, I want to throw a regular bomb into the roof around that side.
Are you aiming for one of the flying badgers?
No, I want to make a hole in the roof.
Peach is like, I've had enough of you.
Talk about an exit.
I'm worried about what.
And I shout,
I have a plan. Don't worry. Right, yeah. And these hackers are never going to know about it.
All right,
My plan is to retire.
go ahead and make an attack on the roof there.
okay, I'm gonna use my brand new die. So that's going to be a 24.
24. It didn't really have a high AC on that. So yeah, you succeed.
So that'll be 20 points of damage to roof and a 15 foot.
Very accurately, you place Chuck the grenade, and as it strikes the roof itself, given the age and weathering and wear of the roof and the fact there's been no upkeep, as it explodes, it blasts the tiles and stuff out, and you have a nice exposure to the opening there.
All right.
The cold air rushes in as the smoke begins to clear, and you can see out into the courtyard.
I want to use my movement and get up onto the roof if possible.
So that'd be another 15 feet worth of movement.
That'll be the end.
That is going to actually require you to make an acrobatics check to skitter across the rooftop.
Yeah, that's fine. I could do that.
No, go ahead and make an acrobatics.
Let's use the word skitter. That is going to be a 19.
Hey,
19.
can you agree?
As you skitter out onto the rooftop and begin to try to move across the tiles, you don't fall off or anything along those lines.
That's
but
great.
You are very well aware at this point that the age plus the weather conditions, the ice and stuff that's up here on top of this, it is very treacherous. Moving across here will require acrobatics checks. If you fail, it could be fall off the rooftop. And from your elevation, as you look out, you can see the entire ground area of the courtyard that surrounds the cathedral is pretty much not shoulder to shoulder, but hundreds of skeletons and zombies and all sorts of other undead creatures are out in the courtyard area.
Vaughn, you would feel. Oh.
All right.
Mildly uncomfortable in the room.
Each, is that everything you've got?
That's everything for me.
All right. We are going to jump down
Good luck, everybody.
to the Reverend, actually.
All right. I need the audience at home to know that I've been waiting for this for months.
Yes. Yeah.
Since I was a little boy.
So I look over to Anna next to me. I say, Anna, I'm going to try something.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm going to do something. I'm trying to like talk quickly because, I'm going to be real dumb very quickly. You're going to have to. No. You're going to have to tell me where to go. Okay. That's what. And get on my back.
All right.
And then I pour out the one of my little bottles with a cocoon in it. And I throw it to the ground and smash it. And then my body starts to morph into the form of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hold on to your butt.
I'd like to apologize to those of you that are dinosaur enthusiasts like myself. I do not have a scale T-Rex, but we're going to use this little guy for today. So those of you that are Dromaeosaur fans, you've got that going for you.
It's okay. As many people know, they called it a Velociraptor in the film, but they modeled it after a Deinonychus.
How dares.
That's what I was trying to say.
I am
Oh my god.
Oh my God! Yes, as the Reverend's bottle hits the ground and shatters, as your attention is drawn to that for a brief moment until you hear this snapping, breaking, twisting sound, almost like a ripping, and you look over and the Reverend distorts in front of you. You can see these little bits of that cocoon kind of circling about him, but it's just growth way too fast for the cocoon to even encompass him. And his features shift, and next thing you see is this massive dinosaur.
almost as I am morphing. I'm going to like push my head under Anna and like pick her up on my back.
Athletics, acrobatics.
Could I sell you on athletics? No.
Acrobatics.
Could she do a pull up?
Yeah.
Is it?
What if we say let's get
Dinosaurs.
to climb?
So to the folks at home, I do have dice, which I've had for this whole time to have little dinosaur skulls in them. Okay. Well, I rolled a nat 20 plus 7.
Wow.
So well.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Let's say that I didn't actually.
Anna, as you don't even have time to figure out what's happening, as a matter of fact, on this,
Goodness.
as you are morphing and shifting, you use the last little bit of your human capacity, as reasoning goes, to dip underneath Anna. And Anna, you are completely shocked by what's occurring. And even more shocked as you tumble and flip through the air, trying to figure out what's happening.
Oh my god.
As every time you're rotating around, the shape of what's beneath you is changed, as well as the coloration and size. But as you land, you perfectly cross the shoulder blades of this thing, riding it like you would a horse, so to speak.
I do have summon steed, which I've never used, but yeah, basically.
Summoned it for you.
You're
Summoned myself.
every 7-year-old boy's dream you are currently living. You are riding a dinosaur.
This is also my current dream.
For you, dreams are coming true.
So the sunglasses
Dungeons
are
and
cool, but I
Dragons.
can't see the map.
dreams.
So
And nightmares.
I have 50 feet of movement, so I'm going to run right to the. I think there's a. Yeah. Yes, I am.
That's going to bring you right about there.
Okay, there's Batty there.
There's nobody there.
You're just charging.
But that's going to charge you forward and kind of put you in a position where you can then come over here next
Can
round.
I get to a bad guy in 50 feet?
There's no bad guys within 50 feet.
Can I get to the? Well, then take me towards the use. I'm gonna dash to the flesh mound.
You can dash after you've cast. I believe that takes an action, does it not?
True. Oh, yeah. Okay, well then I'm there. Okay, we're there.
I've got you mounted there, so that technically you're mounted on that.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So the groundskeeper, who is quite toasty looking right now, much carbon scoring upon him, he is going to move. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and have him dash at the dinosaur.
Mistake, buddy.
He is going to cover the entire ground and reach the dinosaur.
Like to see you try.
My AC is
Ceratops. Sorry.
He is right next to you right now. He has covered the distance, and those are his actions for this round. Anna, sitting atop the dinosaur, looking down, you see the groundskeeper is charged up.
Great.
He seems to be poised with his axe.
Point of order.
Yes.
Can I the channel divinity and a bonus action spell on the same turn?
Yeah.
Yes. Great. Okay. So with my bonus action, I'm going to stand in the armor of the one god, boosting my AC to 20. Thank you,
Alright.
armor. And then gripping Sir Jensen's axe, I'm going to use a channel divinity. And you see it start to glow. And then right on top of the groundskeeper, this huge burning wall of sunlight appears. And I use my channel divinity to cast Sunbeam.
So, all right, Anna,
Sunbeam, baby. Oh yeah, it's a line. I
like
think
a
it's vertical.
Hadouken.
It's a line.
so as you
Yeah, it's oh sweet. Okay,
That's
it's
very different.
line.
the way
Yeah.
the way I've always envisioned to handle that is that basically, as you invoke this
Yeah.
divinity, no matter where you are, essentially this beam of light comes from down from above, and it actually punches a hole in the rooftop. And
Oh my God.
Steve, you're outside. Steve, the clouds part for a moment as the beam comes down, and it burns a hole right through the rooftop and strikes the groundskeeper. How much damage? So is there a
It lasts for a minute.
Gamer is just like
Yeah.
I'm gonna avoid that.
just an at-will boy.
Rather good chance to finish.
It lasts for a minute. It takes an action to invoke. It's a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light. And it's sunlight. Everybody each creature in it must make a con save. So we're not in it. It's on the outside of us. I'm catching it.
To clarify the death beam. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to-
sunlight.
Yeah. And it does.
it's going to have to be 20 feet for a line.
It makes a saving throw whenever it ends its turn in the cylinder.
Anna's not technically there. She's on top of the dinosaur.
Yeah. And I can cast it within 60 feet. So if that's too close, then I'll bring it.
Oh, that seems to be
That's gonna hit these two as well.
as well as
Great.
10 feet out, which probably hit Sky too, would it not?
Oh no.
It's okay.
This guy's a tough puppy.
We're on the same wavelength, which is like
Nope.
Yeah.
Right by her butt.
Oh my god.
So it will touch those other two.
It will touch these two.
Sending sort of fail.
But it's not going to be until next
Just
round
between your
or
legs.
this round because their turn's up and done. I can't recall on that.
Yeah.
my best.
So next round they will be taking damage.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, and it's concentration. So it's just as long as I can concentrate on it, and it's 4d10 on a success on
And
a.
I will have to remember to hit you enough to make you stop
No,
concentrating.
it's okay.
I mean, you
Uh,
fantastic. Well,
Dinosaur.
yeah.
can try.
That's
All right. Any other actions, reactions, bonus actions?
I know that's it. That's all I got.
All
That's all
right.
he wrote.
At the back of the church,
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no.
Wouldn't that be the front?
the doors, well, actually, that's right. For you all, it's the kind of like the back, but the front of the church, technically,
Goodness.
the doors open up.
No, they don't.
We locked those.
Yeah. Real camera.
What are those?
What are those?
Yeah, what are they?
I should have stayed where I was.
Whose side are they on?
Hey, church is in session. It's really rude to walk in while we're in the middle of service right now. That's really gonna leave.
I think it's wild that they all walked in single file and then formed up like this.
They kind of flooded into the room.
It was like
There was
like
It actually is. They just walk, move.
It's like a queen.
Oh, gonna be cast.
Now that
Guys, that's a lot.
That seems like a big problem for everybody still inside the building.
You all had a great plan.
Area.
The rear? Question?
Anyway,
it's an unintelligent mount. So
Okay, I got you.
go where you
Sick.
like.
You're gonna Ratatouille this thing?
Tell me to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Okay.
So
You're not
Insult to Lindwood. He's not an unintelligent mount.
the doors,
skilled.
the doors burst open, and as you are looking back at this new sound that you see,
Is this a flash mob?
fleshy, nasty, bloated bodies. The ones that you saw, some of them look like the ones that exploded before.
Oh.
You also see skeletons in the mix, and strangely, there's a guy standing at the front of a zombie-looking creature that looks to be a baker or a chef, maybe.
Oh my god.
And
that could be any.
a vague memory stirs in the back of your head of this request that you had quite a while back of somebody asking you to find their missing husband, a chef that had gone into the city
Mission.
to try to help his family.
Side quest complete.
Yeah.
Reward.
And that is their action this round. They flooded in. We can go over to
So what's happening? Well, cannon 40 feet. Can I make it up to the groundskeeper? Or no?
from where you are, Tarquin. No, you cannot make to the groundskeeper in 40 feet.
Can
believe
I
you're
make
very
it
close?
chef zombie?
That's
Tarquin, you're here, so
He has a name.
Tarquin, no.
35. Well, yes, you can close the gap.
All right,
Subdue him. Non-lethal.
let's do it. I don't know you. You're a zombie. Stab.
All right.
I'm not there.
As you approach,
Before I stab, ignite, then stab.
Nice.
I do believe actually where we left off, you had already ignited.
Oh, sure.
So you are
You're
pre-ignited here.
Your pre-existing condition.
Yeah.
Charge up and close the gap. Rizzo, the zombie chef,
You
stands
should
before
probably stop attunement.
and
Probably.
you're going to make an attack.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody.
Okay, so that's going to be 21 and 21.
Those would both beat the AC on that.
We're gonna leave.
I am going to use my. I'm going to do a level 1 smite. So that's going to add some dice. Do you need to know piercing, divine?
Are you doing any divine or radiant magic?
Okay, I'll just separate that out. Yes. Three. Oh, so many ones. Reroll that. Okay. So that is 18 non-holy, and then 9 holy. And that's on strike 1. As a free action, my channel divinity after a smite.
Oh.
I'm going to actually it might be bonus action, but I got one that's extra. I'm going to spread some temporary hit points with inspiring smite. Oh, extra low rolls.
Man, I wish I hadn't been.
So people are in 30 feet of me from that.
You have Mary, Vaughn, Yip Yip,
Let's do
and looks like the Reverend as well as Anna within 30 feet of you.
Vaughn and Yip Yip. Vaughn, you get 10 temporary hit points. Yip Yip, you get 12 temporary hit points.
That's a long roll. That's
Thank you.
Yeah, super low.
Oh, I forgot to boost that back up again.
But yeah, and then second attack, you said the second one hits, right?
Mhm.
Just regular. That's going to be 51 damage on that one. Mix of fire and piercing. Oh, hold on. 21, 22, 23, 24.
All right. As you stick the spear into it the first time, flames does tremendous damage to it, rips a huge chunk out of the side of the zombie. Spear comes back out, thrust again into it. This time you pierce directly through, looks like the chest cavity and the heart, and the zombie makes a moan and a groan for a moment and then collapses to the ground as the spear comes back out. And down goes Rizzo, the zombie.
I did it, guys. If I have any movement, I'll back up towards the team, but if I don't, great.
You did.
What did you do?
That was 40. So
Brag about it?
Yeah. 40 because
so that was you maxed out.
that's fine. I'll hang
We're supposed to walk
That's it.
him back.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to put him in the bag.
Brings us to the top of the round.
There he is. And then, you know,
He
the bag.
The
Like, I did it all right, guys?
the bell above
That's just
in the tower begins to chime, and the sound rushes down and spreads across the church. You can almost see the waves of the sound energy passing across the church.
What does it look like from up here?
From up here, you can see the bells up, this giant bell up there clanging and swinging back and forth. But you're unaffected outside of the church. Everybody else will need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh.
Hey, I got you. You got +5.
Looks like
You
a
got
great
+5.
spell. It would be a shame. No.
Are you
Wait.
me?
Hold on. How close is Von?
Oh, it's only 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You're
He shouts.
Diagonal.
Yeah.
I was counting diagonal. Kelsey.
If we find the parabola,
I've got a 10-foot aura if that helps too. Same thing.
Five.
Can I please see the die?
Oh.
look at this
Wonderful.
one.
That's our first one for the evening.
Look at die.
Every day. I love it. No.
I got it out there for you.
You got it.
You just
Red. Just drop the red die.
No.
For no reason. Can I add inspiration, make a roll more than once?
Yeah.
Negative. You know, red? Okay. So, Vaughn, what did you roll?
12.
12. Mary?
23.
3. You saved?
These go. 6 with my +5.
Fantastic.
that would
Nope.
be-
Good.
Yeah.
Skeech is exempt. Yep.
How much?
That's a night of Granitegard
That'll give you a D8 to add to your roll.
proceedings.
I am cashing that in.
Go ahead and eat your chocolate now, and you are cashed.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
That is now a 13.
You failed?
Yeah, that's still
Yeah, right.
better.
You
Fail.
Do you 7?
Fail.
What?
Natural 20, so 21. 21.
All right. Then you succeed.
Listen, I was just trying to
Reverend.
not fail as miserably.
Fail.
24.
24. All right. Pass. All right. Those of you that failed are overcome by the sound waves themselves as they ripple past you. You will have no actions this round whatsoever. However,
Whole round, like action, bonus action, reaction.
all you have, hold on here. Let me find my notes on that. Let's see where we are. Hold on. There's a lot of creatures that I've got to keep track of up here. I apologize. for that.
At any point, you can just make less.
Well,
Not the players.
The players are currently making less of them.
Of bronze to pass.
That roll has already come and gone, my friend.
You should have said something beforehand.
I changed my mind. It seems bad.
I apologize. Okay. So, that's right. Okay. So you lose all actions and bonus actions. You can only make 3 actions for the rest of this round.
Oh.
As
Dude, sucks for everybody.
so, Damon, you are able to move at this point. I believe you were prone. You can stand back up.
I'm gonna do that. I want to stand. Stand ground.
Like Damon stands up like this.
Like the crypt keeper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like with 2 knives.
I imagine more of the Bruce Lee type of thing where you do that cool flip up. But if you want a crypt keeper, that's
You know what? Oh, I got a big question for you. The little guy in the corner who has like the fence. What's he made out of?
he seems to be made out of
Oh God.
stone, like from like the crypts themselves. You can see some tombstones on them.
Fencing?
There are iron gates on his back. Dirt and rock.
Is there any metal within his body at all besides the gates on his
But
back?
you're going to see me.
No, you don't really see metal inside of his body. Just the big gates on the back. Mostly just rock.
About this.
Granite, particularly, because there's plethora of granite.
Where away is he?
90 feet. A little less as the crow flies.
Okay. I want to use fleet feet, and I want to get closer to him.
All right.
Maybe like 25 feet, 30, maybe.
Good
Not
shit.
sure, but you know.
Move that way. That around. I would say probably.
Small beans.
Yeah.
No, it's the scene from American Psycho. You're walking on your way.
I love that Skeech always.
So that's gonna put.
Yeah, speech always does have different
65.
sounds.
You can move.
I don't know what
You
you
get 65 feet distance without putting yourself. Does fleet feet negate attacks of opportunity? I can't recall on that.
It doesn't say.
So no, it would not.
I just got here. What do you mean I need to hurry? What's going on?
Am I near an enemy?
Yes, there is one within 10 feet of you. You could close the gap and be there instantly.
Calling the divine.
I'll close that gap. I'll stab that guy. And as a bonus action, I'm going to pop Gildan's gum, which is a corrosive sap. And so I'm making my way towards the guy that has metal on his body so that I can stick it on there.
Oh,
Wisdom. All right.
It's pretty dope.
Thank you.
Your turn. And the action putting the gum in and just like chewing it strongly as you're walking that direction.
Like really aggressively chewing the.
I'm going to stab that one guy first. That's a 15 plus 9.
that would strike him.
Oh, cool. Sorry, dude.
15 is the new AC for those guys. They activated their ability there.
Is he living or is he undead?
He is a human
Well,
mostly.
not for long. He
Allegedly.
I gotta remember the extra D8.
is that? No, he might be. That's a 7. What is that?
7 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. You stick the blade in. As you pull the blade back, that thick crimson comes out. It's not like regular blood; it's just spew and flow. It more oozes out, more sappy, like almost like you stabbed a tree. Like, and he's and he smiles as you do that.
Oh.
And so,
Somebody needs more skeet.
Comfortable. I don't want to know this man's.
okay. So, are there any other actions, reactions, anything else you've got going on?
No.
No. That is going to advance us. So the bishop back at the church calls over to Vaughn, and across the chamber he yelled,
Beyond the sunlight, beyond the dinosaur.
"Yeah, he said, this room just got
Hey, Vaughn, are you being boss?
At this point, it's become a little less chaotic because there's not going to be as much motion for the little bit we've got here.
Just want to fight
Vibrating
something.
in place. Like,
Excuse me, the chaotic goblin is still okay. I will induce more chaos.
We will get to that. So the bishop
This whole
yells to you, Bonnie, "Your grandmother, she slandered such allegations against me. I never wanted to do anything more but show my precious little Varen love, know the ways of this world. And your grandmother was never going to do anything against me, but it didn't matter. They banished me to the furthest reaches of the human crescent. The church stuffed me away in that forgotten backwater, the swamps of the Spice Coast. They said it was going to heal me, to be time to recover from things. But they were fools, and that's where I met my Dark Queen. She saw my potential. She bestowed gifts upon me, and I gave her my loyalty, my love, my devotion. And the first act of kindness she gave me was to poison that busybody. The painful death ending your precious grandmother's meddling. Then she, my Dark Queen, helped me grow by standing in the church, helped me work such miracles, and taught me how to gain the influence I needed to turn important members of the hierarchy to our new beloved, and those we could not turn while we replaced them in one way or another." And as he finishes that last little bit of word, those last little words, what?
I feel that was 6 seconds. That's his whole turn.
And now it's time for you to suffering. And as he does so,
Oh no, thank you.
that strange, that swirling shield that's around him of those souls, you see several sets of them streak down it and then race out across, almost like so he had magic missiles streak towards a target. And they strike Vaughn Anna and Mary. Yeah, Vaughn, Anna, and Mary are going to be the targets for that.
I have
One
a
of you?
question.
Yes.
Is he bald?
He has a hat on. You can't tell.
Can I ask, is this a spell?
Yes, it is. No, wait, no, it's a prayer. It's an invocation.
Likability.
You're completely done. I'm gonna force you.
Yeah, reactions. Reactions.
Good.
Yeah, he said reactions are still good, so I was like, counter spell?
Perhaps
A Duncan?
That is going to be so 7 of those. Where to go? 3 to Vaughn. That is 15 necrotic damage that you take.
15 necrotic.
That is going to be 2 to Anna. That is 10 necrotic damage. And Mary, you're going to attempt to deflect. That's a reaction, I believe you have
It is
with the shield. Go ahead and attempt your deflection.
And Vaughn, you're outside of 10 feet of me, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. We did the math. We pulled out the measure.
Yeah,
we got the parabola.
We got the Pythagoras.
We brought him to
Squares.
No, and that is a contest of casting, correct?
It is so. If
He comes out of the back.
So that would be an 18. So your 21 would beat that.
if I had gotten 5 or more, then it would deflect back at you. But it's only 3, so I
As-
just don't.
As the souls streak at you, you swing Gendron's shield in place, and the souls strike it, and they skitter off, and then race back into the column, and up they go. You took no damage from that. And that is going to move us down. This is going to allow the Tombstone Guardian.
Anything works.
I recommend.
Oh no, not too close.
Percy, you're going to get up the skittering guardian, and you're going to go to put the gum on it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, he's in it.
Open and disregard.
So there's no saving against that. It just does the damage.
I know
Right?
it's a con save, and I believe it's when they end their
Oh, I was
turn.
gonna say, did you know-
He will end the turn in that.
Okay, great.
So Damon also ends his turn in there as well, I do believe.
Wait, what?
If he's getting affected and it's 10 feet out, Damon's within that.
Oh wait.
So
Oh my no.
that's a con save for Damon, right?
Don't.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Shadow?
And what is the con that we're rolling against on that?
Great question. Great question. That's my spell.
Spell save DC.
Spell save DC. I do have.
What's your charisma?
It's a 16.
16.
It's yes, 5.
Damage.
So, 17. It's a 17.
17?
Jeez.
All right.
I apologize.
It says 9.
So the Tombstone Guardian does not take any damage with an 18.
Oh, I think they take half damage still?
Well, half damage then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, great.
As your sunbeam is striking him, it seems to be burning off a lot of the moss on the exterior of the body. It doesn't really seem to be doing a massive heavy amount of damage at this point. And that was what was the total damage on that again?
That's going to be, sorry, 1 second. That's 16 plus 9. It is 25.
25 halved is going to be 13.
13. Yay.
All right.
Rounding up.
And did you save?
How much damage am I taking?
Don't you have like an uncanny dodge?
I did not call it before I rolled it. So
Yeah, no, it's
It's also
fine.
not a dex.
It's a con save, right?
how much am I taking?
It's 25.
I think.
I also tried to roll inspiration on that one, so I'm gonna eat this, and it did not help me. So
At least
Wait,
the chocolate
hold
is
on.
yummy.
Hold on. What did you finish?
Yeah, where are you at?
12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's 5 more points to save, correct?
Yeah, hey, I got one. I got a gold tree. Yeah, positive, buddy.
That's a D8.
It's the least you could do. Yeah.
As you're sitting in the sunlight and it's beaming down on you, it gets really, really warm, and you can actually see
Oh, yeah, you don't
the moss beginning to crispy fry off of the tombstone golem that has come up and closed the gap. And you're like, oh, and also you look at yourself, you're like, oh, I'm really getting warm right now. And you realize that maybe hanging out in the sun, you might have flown too close to the sun.
I'm going to, in this process, look over at Anna. It's just like you cast sunlight on the person that uses shadows. How could you do this to me? Stare.
Betrayal.
Be dead to me.
Yeah. I used my reaction to cry, but I'm holding it just in case.
How many points of damage do I take? Half.
Oh, half? Yeah.
13. All right. The golem has closed the gap to you, and that is its actions this round. So, Mary, you still have your actions this round.
Intervention.
Okay, so
from
the group that came in, are they undead?
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
Legend.
I would like to use my channel divinity to destroy undead. Everyone that I see or hear that is undead within 30 feet.
Well, you got to get closer.
Has to do. I think it is a wisdom.
Approach Rizzo's baker's dozen. Yeah.
We also have that.
Okay, you'll to really make that any sort of an effect, you would have to close some distance.
You'll
I
have
will do
that,
that.
Movement.
that other thing as well. That would be helpful.
What?
The grenade. This is what you're hearing.
What? I only have one of those.
Remember, 5 is right out on that.
Well, hold on. Let's. Yeah.
Each has a
I will
plan.
Reserve.
I have a plan.
Trust the plan.
I have a plan.
I would like to.
Yes, I have.
Is this the Guardians of the Galaxy?
I guess
I have one form of a plan.
kind of in the middle.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
So you're going to go. Actually, the paths are good. So 5, 10, 20,
I guess 20 feet.
30 would put you right there.
And then you become a T-Rex.
And that would be all those guys. But
A thing that has 2 intelligence.
where do you wish to be? You can also
So now moving makes the most sense because you got your spirit guardian up too. So
30.
I want to move directly, like, well, I guess by the fire, right? Kind of by the fire.
That,
Yeah,
that direction?
that area. I
5,
want
10,
to
15.
get as many in a 30-foot radius as possible.
So you're going to move like right here. That's 30 feet. That would allow you to use an action.
Okay.
And so it's a 30-foot radius about you.
It
Oh, reps that.
it just each undead that you can see or hear within 30 feet. So I don't.
So 30-foot radius.
Yeah.
So it's like all around.
Trace of you.
Holy crap.
It's a
Yeah, that's
60-foot
pretty much
diameter.
all of them.
So they will need to make a wisdom saving throw,
These
and
guys
you need to
would not be.
hit at least a 16.
I think we should be allowed to spend these to lower.
to be fair, confirm the CR that you're able to affect because Will might have some high level CRs in there.
The CR is
Is that-
1 or lower,
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying.
right? Because
There's several things that are going to go on here in different moments.
yeah,
These are advanced.
These are regular.
1 or lower.
Okay.
Are
So,
they?
yeah. That is going to do it.
I think that's all of them.
And what is the save again?
16.
16. So, okay. So the skeletons make their save.
Can I spend my inspiration to lower their save?
Yes, you can.
Ooh,
Good smell.
thank you.
So the
Good plan.
D8, you
It's
said
a D8.
lower it by 2.
16 is the meter beat. They still succeed because with 18 that was rolled.
Wait,
Yep.
what?
I got more.
You want to?
I'll spend one.
You know what? Go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna need right while I tightrope across the speed.
That is a D8. D8. It's only by 1 point they have to fail.
You did it.
Did you
That
roll a
is a
zero?
4.
Okay, so
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys.
it could happen.
It happens to the
So they fail as well. As your ring though passes through, it strikes the first of these guys.
See, I'm
here, and then your
on the roof.
power radiates out as you command them to be gone, and the chain reaction of explosions that begin to occur as the festering guts rip apart and blast to pieces.
Right.
Yes. So
Disgusting.
you would not be in range of any of that one. All right, that will basically remove all of this.
I'm glad we got rid of those. Great job.
Thanks.
Fucking blender.
All right.
The roof is great, guys.
We'll pull all those guys out of the
Really just like Batman.
All right.
Good luck.
So basically, as you see the explosions just ripple across and takes out almost all of the undead that had come through the door there.
And
And
they're also in my spirit guardian.
That's what started the initial portion of the chain reaction as it was going off. Now there is just gore spattered everywhere. The entire area has been painted in this fleshy wave of brownish fluid and hunks of bone and other matter every which way at this particular point. It smells absolutely repulsive currently in here. Vaughn, you hear that whisper in your ear like you've heard so many other times before as Sin slithers up, arms straight over your shoulder, kind of reaching down and just embracing you. You're never going to get there.
You don't know that.
I'll stop you. You think that was the end? Have you seen what's out in the courtyard? And as he's saying this,
It's on the roof.
you turn and you look back, and you can actually see dozens and dozens and dozens more already piling through the opening right there. And as you look forward across, you can see the rest of his minions begin moving, and your party mostly frozen in place as these creatures are unhindered in their action. Die, Vaughn. You're going to let them die.
Getting into you and what you would demand of me is certainly death. I look around and I can see Mary, who essentially just exploded a dozen or so the individuals that have come in there.
I have more tricks.
I see essentially that the rest of the crew is making their way forward, and even though we may have accidentally hooked David, we're not doing terrible. And so I'm holding my resolve against this entity, this piece, because in Vaughn's mind,
I don't want you to die.
I don't want to die, but I don't want to give myself over to whatever you are.
You're going to need it.
I just need you. I never needed you. You've offered me nothing.
Very well. And at that point, you feel him pull back entirely, and you're empty. You will not be able to utilize any of your abilities.
I think we're going to be okay, guys.
All right. And that is going to move us down to the death knell. Sorry, actually,
Take my ball.
no, the plush mound. So the plush mound closes the gap on Sky.
Oh,
Starts.
Older Sky.
I believe it starts
Sky's
in your
too smart.
I think it's ends. So let me check.
Yeah, she heard the
That is a natural 20 and a 19 on the die rolls.
Yeah, those will both hit.
And that is going to do a total of 60 points of damage to Sky as he begins shredding into her. The first claw stabs into her back. The second claw stabs into the back, and you can see him sink them both in. And as he does so, the muscles begin to flex, and you can tell something terrible is about to happen next round.
Oh, we hate that.
And that ends the flesh mound's turn.
Is he within my radius? Excellent. So he's going to need to make a con save.
He fails that entirely.
Great. Do you want me to just keep the roll that I made?
Yeah.
At the top? Okay, so it's
25 points of damage.
Mhm.
I would like you to
Yeah, radiant.
go ahead and roll that white die since you got it for me.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we're clear.
Oh, that's
So-
terrible for you guys.
It is. Real
And that was 25, you said?
Yep.
25 points of damage.
Yeah, just in case that matters.
25 radiant
Yeah.
does not do anything additional to that one. All right.
Wanted it to.
And that is going to move us down next to the zealots. And he already took his damage that last round. He is going to move over. There's now 2 more that are around Sky.
What did Sky need to save on that?
Oh, I think Sky's right outside.
Sky is outside of the radius.
Oh, so she's okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she took all that damage.
Yeah, but will she get a turn is what I'm asking.
Go ahead and make Sky save since we did not roll. Let's go ahead and try.
Okay, I just rolled it. I got a 15. Am I within 10 of you?
No.
No.
Okay, then 15.
Okay, unfortunately, that is a fail. So,
Wait.
No.
No, it's fine. Go ahead and roll a d8 with that one.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want Sky to die.
Correct.
all right.
How bad was it?
That was a 1.
That'll be 16, and that was able to make the save. All right, so Sky will be able to take her action.
Okay.
The zealot does. Rewind time.
Perfecto.
Sky can now take her action.
Okay. she is going to try and multi-attack the flesh mound, so it needs to make a DC 13 strength save.
That is a 16.
Okay, so it succeeds. That is going to take what's 18 plus 18? 36?
36.
36 piercing damage. And
All right.
she is going to take the attack of opportunity and run towards me. No, she's gonna run towards me.
All right. Should I take the attack of opportunity?
Yes.
And that's going to be two guys that are going to be able to take a swing at her as she races out past them there. And
50.
what is her AC?
17.
17. One miss, one hit. And she takes 4 more points of damage.
Yeah.
And you're able to cover most of the ground to get to
Bisected.
the. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. 22.
She's able to leap the wall with no difficulties whatsoever.
And if she can get within 5 feet of me. Yeah, okay, great.
She's within 5 feet. All right. Now we move over to the zealots who have their turn. So Damon, that zealot is going to attack Damon with his axe. 2 attacks. Both of those miss. And mostly you're thinking because of the blinding light that's surrounding him at this point on the damage that he's taking from it. Each way he swings the axe. He has a hood on. You can't tell.
Probably. Does he look like...
Yes. No, he actually has a hood on. You can't tell.
Are you actually just waiting to call Thor bolt?
Yes.
All right. And
Power. Power ball.
Because you call him bald, see if he seems sad about it.
Right.
take the possibility of being burned. So the zealot is the next one moves into range of Damon,
Oh, good.
and both of those are going to miss as well. He ends his turn in the light, so he will take damage at the start of the next turn.
Oh, at the end of his turn, he takes.
At the end of his turn, he's going to take 25.
Yeah, he can.
Nice.
It's usually just like seeing the flames all around you.
He bursts into flames and falls down. Again, that nasty charred flesh. 25.
Uh-oh.
And
You guys we're in hell.
Who's that?
Who's that guy? Who's that guy? What's he doing?
Popcorn people, I could pop all of this just by running to you.
all right. That ends his action.
Oh,
And then
Do it. Feel confident.
Good Ohio.
runs
so we will close the distance to Vaughn. He's the dash.
ready.
Actually, have him close that and have him close the distance to Vaughn. All right. They're now point blank there. That is the end of their actions. That moves us down. Next in line is a death knell. Death knell.
Bing bong.
That's large Benjamin.
Big small.
Oh, no, large Benjamin over there.
Oh, wait, come back.
Move.
Don't leave me.
And
We had something. Well, man.
all right. Nothing is in range of his abilities there. All right.
Did you lose the big one?
Skeet, you're on the rooftop up there. What are you doing?
How far am I from the edge of the bell tower?
65, 70 feet, I believe.
Stay up there can be direct, yeah.
Okay, so what I would like to do is I'd like to use.
Is that 90 feet? Okay, 90 feet. My bad.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement, and I'm going to try to use. Yeah, I'm going to move my 30 feet forward. And then I'm going to use 2 more of my teleportation bombs to just close that gap so I can get to the very base of the bell tower.
Acrobatics.
Sure. Cash in this little silver here.
Silver is a D6.
Lovely. Torture. That's going to be a 10.
Oh,
All right, Skeech, as you skitter across the rooftop there,
I think
uh,
need this.
just as you get to the point, as you begin to reach into your bag to pull out the teleportation.
Hang on.
Chocolate has been summoned.
All right, cash it in.
Sure.
Enjoy your chocolate. Roll a
Yeah.
D8.
Add a D8 so you don't fall off the roof.
16.
16.
That's a lot better than 10.
It is. Thank you for that extra 6. I feel tiny kobold hands.
Better than what I got.
A big,
Instead of footprints.
yeah, and a giant flaming bee.
Well, that too.
It's under the roof. It's under the roof.
Well, that's horrifying.
Don't fall into it.
Is 16 any better?
You skitter just at the edge of your 30 feet, and as you're reaching into the bag to pull out the grenade to throw it, you feel confident you can huck it to teleport an additional 30 feet, I believe.
30 feet.
And it'll do that 2 actions, right?
It's my action to throw, and then my bonus action, I'm throwing another one.
Okay.
To getting right on
Bam, bam.
the base there. Yep. And that's my
And-
turn.
Theoretically, on the roof, you'll be right by where the exterior of the bell tower goes up at this point, I believe, like another 200 feet.
And from what I saw when I was inside, this is around where it was reinforced. Like,
The reinforcing should be on the inside of this decayed stone.
perfect.
All right.
Oh no.
And that is going to move us forward. All right. So the bishop. Nope, it's disregard. No, it is the reverend's turn. Nope, you're not moving.
Bishop with the Reverend.
That's right. And that would be the groundskeeper at this point, who
Yeah, because I can't do anything here.
moves out of the. Nope, he's still in the ring of fire. 25 points of damage to him.
Seems like
Did I lose movement too?
You just have a reaction that you can make.
Okay, just react.
Which I don't have any.
And movement, right? You can use your-
well, no, we just heard that we lost movement.
What is the saving throw on that thing? 17. Oh no, he takes the 25.
The small one's got.
Do we get to make a save though against it at the end of our turn?
Hmm?
It's just the
It
right.
only lasts 1 round. Yep.
Okay, great.
So he makes the distance there. He covers it. He is going to swing twice with his axe against the Reverend. And oh, really? That's pathetic.
Did you roll? What'd you roll?
I believe what is your AC on that?
13.
Yeah, sadly. He is on fire and basically it's distracting him. He misses as well. All right. Both times he swings that giant axe. It doesn't do a whole lot.
I like it. I like it.
And
I like church.
so he vomits on your leg.
Church. Oh, that's nice. Dead people.
Constitution saving throw, please.
It vomits on my leg.
It vomits on your dinosaur leg.
Oh, okay.
+5.
Nasty.
+5.
That's a lot, probably.
Can't fly above it.
Okay, so
With plus
oh gosh. So 8, 12.
12.
Wait. I'm gonna cash in a.
Is the 12 with the aura bonus?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Gross.
Oh wow, you rolled really low.
Yeah, because it has high con.
Tyrannosaurus.
That's the second time. This is the bronze.
Bronze, that is a D4.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I have a gold. I have a chocolate. One of the chocolates, a gold chocolate.
D8.
D8. Make sure you
I want to do the chocolate.
make sure we track that. All right.
My potion.
All right. So roll your D8.
+7.
What's which totals?
19.
It was
12 plus 7, 19.
12 +7.
Okay, 19. So you save against it. As the rank vile fluid splashes on you on the ground, it doesn't do any damage. Your scaly legs seem to just spatter and doesn't dissolve anything as it hits. All right, that is all of its turn. That was well done. I believe you failed on your save.
Success. At the end.
More undead flood in.
Oh.
Damage.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Better than Mary's field.
I could.
Let's make it.
where they are going to become very dead,
Yeah.
very undead.
Yes, this is true.
Alivened.
Oh, I even.
Yeah, I think if they do enough damage the opposite direction, they become alive, right? Okay, the undead begin flooding in around Mary there, and that is their action. Tarquin, you saved, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it is your action next.
Okay. Let's see. Did Mary fail?
Mary did her.
I think that is
Yeah, Mary did her.
I didn't
Oh,
roll.
was that? I thought that was this round. Okay. In that case, Can I
think I
make
was
it up
natural.
in the mix with the groundskeeper, or is that too far?
25 feet. That'll close you.
a giant pencil launches from the sky.
30 feet right there.
So
Second with a couple allies, right? It's
Yeah.
Doodle Bob.
good. Okay. That'll be all right. I will kind of charge forward, kind of weave under the dinosaur's leg, and then my spear at the groundskeeper.
Okay, doke.
All right. 2 attacks.
And that is a 12 AC.
Just so far above it on both attacks. No crits though. Okay. I'm going to. Is he undead?
He is undead.
I will do a level 2 smite into the first one. So I'll give you the radiant and non-radiant damage. First attack, it's going to be D1 non-radiant damage, including 20 radiant damage. If he's still up, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna make.
As you stick the spear into him and channel into the radiant damage, the holy energy travels down the length of the spear and passes through the exterior portion of his flesh where the blade is and shines outwardly from him as he pops like a balloon and falls to the ground.
Anyone else in range?
There is no. Except
Anyone else in range?
I think he has 15. He has 4.
it's 40. Oh, that's right. So
Yeah, I do.
you can close the gap on the guy that looks like he wants to try to stab the dinosaur.
Yeah, let's do that. And staying in range as best I can with people. The
You
second
in range of Anna and the Reverend, who's the dinosaur.
that's good enough. The second one was a 23. Does that still hit him?
23 would hit that guy, yes.
So then no smite into this, just the regular damage. Bad roll, but I get to reroll with Piercer. 2 a 1. So that's going to be 16 mix of fire and piercing.
16 points of damage. All right. You stick it in the spear into him. The fire sizzles and pops as it burns the flesh. And as you pull it out again, he seems to be grinning with the pain that he should be feeling.
Ugh.
All right.
All right, that's it.
All right. That takes care of your actions that round. That's going to bring us to the top of the round. The strange sensation that passed through from the bell chiming fades. Everybody has all their actions, reactions, bonus actions again. That moves us over to Damon. I think haste is 3 rounds.
The grabber.
How long does haste last?
10 rounds.
A minute. So
10 minutes.
10
Okay.
rounds technically.
All right. So it's supposed
longer
to has
than
a. Well, we're going to take a break here real quick, and then we're going to come back and continue our combat, and we'll see you here shortly.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Damon. I believe you were going to be the first at the top of the round there. The polling has stopped. You're no longer affected by the sound energy there. You can feel the heat from the beam of light that you're sitting in directly. In front of you, you do see the tombstone guardian there, as well as the zealot that is to your side. What are your actions?
My actions.
Your Honor.
Your Honor. Back and forth. I want to.
I may.
I don't mind taking the attack of opportunity from the zealot guy. I want to skitter around the back.
Good choice of word.
Thank you. But the stone golem, and I'm going to take the gum out of my mouth and stick it on the iron fences, and then I will use my bonus action to disengage and run away.
You take 4 points of piercing damage from the spear. As you maneuver about, put you at the backside. I would say go ahead and give me acrobatics. To slap your gum up there.
19.
19 is certainly qualified. What damage does that do?
I don't know, because all it says is it becomes corrosive when coming into contact.
All right, go ahead and drop a D8 and a D4, please.
5.
Is that the D8?
3 on the D8, and then 2 on the D4.
Okay, so for 2 rounds, it is going to do 3 points damage as it continues to dissolve on the sizzling away, taking out actually etching away most of the corrosion that was on it and cleaning up the metal.
Really nice.
We're going to go ahead and tally the full damage on that at this point.
3 silver.
So not only have you guys cleaned the moss off the stones at this point, you've actually polished up some of the metal.
Never.
It's actually
Yeah, you can start working for us.
For you. Destroy him. I made him look his best.
all right. And you use your disengage.
Yep.
And I get you to continue your movement. Where are you going?
Today.
Avoiding Mr. Deathbell in the middle there, I want to go around the side, but I want to start heading towards the... I want to see if the bishop is bold, so I want to start heading his way.
You're running away from Bing Bong?
Yeah, I'm running away from Bing Bong. I'm going that way.
Staminate Big Bong.
Alrighty then. And disengage out
Is that 30 feet?
Out your pops. Any other actions, reactions, bonus action?
No.
All right. That moves us down to the bishop, and he calls out to Vaughn. What's that?
Nothing.
Mercy. What,
Like, you should join us, Vaughn. This is your destiny here. You should rule with us.
Rule with you in this palace.
So much we can do for you, Vaughn.
You
You've already made one step in the right direction.
You have not made much of a case for yourself.
You have no idea what we can do. You've seen just a tad bit of the powers that we have.
You have no idea what is coming your way.
And neither do you. And at this point in time, he raises his arms again. Outside the tower, Skeech, you see another column race down and slam into the top of the tower. And as it courses down into it, streaks past the bishop. And this is just hundreds of souls at this point. They race out and slam into the ground and dissipate the column of light. And as it squelches and spatters to the ground, the souls actually begin to stack and pile up into these pieces of flesh, or these nasty, horrific looking bodies, until it creates this huge mound of flesh directly in front of you there. And you can actually see all kinds of bodies writhing and twisting inside of there.
Big bang fight.
And
Munching is my plan.
suffer. And that is his action at this point in time. That brings us over to Bond.
Like,
what is your reaction?
right now.
I'd be like, watch this! And I pull out my Pokeball and I summon my own creature.
Wait, no, that's me.
Yeah, yes. Am I surrounded? Am I within 5 feet of enemies?
Yes, absolutely you are. You and Yip there both have an enemy within 5 feet of you. Actually, you have 2 within 5 feet of you.
Vaughn is going to take the disengage action, and I'm going to make use my movement to run over to T-Rex Reverend. And in one T-Reverend, yeah, and in one of the moments, which I you can tell me if I'm misreading this, T-Rex Reverend, but I imagine your tail is like swaying to and fro. I am going to attempt to jump on and climb onto the Reverend's tail. And as I like hold on and brace myself, I'm going to call up and I'm going to say,
With the rigid tendons on that, it wouldn't be moving a whole lot. However, counterbalance.
It's pretty still, actually.
sweet, even better.
Actually, I was there. Skeet very old. This one's tail goes negative.
Anyway,
Calls out to the Reverend, but like mainly to like to Anna as well, because you're essentially like riding and directing what the Reverend is now. Reverend, if you have ever wanted to, I don't know, throw me for anything I've said or done to you, now's the time. Forward and with great speed, please. And I'm just gonna like take my rapier out and hold it up towards the bishop as I hope the Reverend essentially just like tail flings me that direction.
Catapult.
You see the T-Rex like look behind, and it's like this reptilian face, But you can just imagine, like, there's a little bit of a, like,
It's just for both of us.
Like guide the Reverend to give him advantage on.
I will agree with that tremendously. Use your animal.
The dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely advantage.
Okay, great. Yes.
well, I would have to wait to my turn, right?
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, it just so happens I have a tail swipe attack.
Oh.
Did you guys plot this? It seems way too
Allegedly.
I'm a.
It seems like all of our enemies are
intelligent. My attack says right here.
Again, you get advantage.
So you want me to roll it as an attack?
I would say you're launching a missile. It's a fleshy, weak
So I'm gonna.
missile, but yes, it's a flesh missile. So
Make sure you roll with advantage.
No, I'm not.
Roll with advantage. Okay, well we're gonna take the. That will be a 24.
what pray tell exactly were you aiming at?
The bell man.
This one?
I want to go further.
The tower?
I want to
Oh, when you said the tower, I thought you meant the bell.
All right. So
Yeah, so I'm.
what is your strength?
25.
Hey, here's fine.
Wow.
Who are you?
Dinosaur.
Right.
That's insane.
Is that really?
I would like to use my action at this time in a single potato ceiling as the sunbeam stops.
All right. You hurl the flesh missile at the tower.
No.
And
The what nest?
No. Our king Fleshman.
From a distance.
so let me shift, I guess, my next important question. What were you looking to attempt to do at this point in time?
So far, everything's going according to plan. This is the plan. It is to be
windshield.
It is to be catapulted forward. My research, it yielded me nothing. I have 2 failed Arcana checks. I need to get closer. I need more data. And so I have my rapier out of data. And I am trying to go, and I'm hoping to come in as close toward the bishop as possible or hit the wall on the way to the bishop.
And what if it kills you?
How fast are you going?
Enough.
I mean, we'd probably ask our resident expert how.
Yeah, when the two.
I like to imagine you're going fast enough, you catch up to me and speed, and I'm just like,
Well, you have to make friends.
give you a wing through the air.
2012, where they.
Okay. So basically, this round you're going to be spending the time sailing, running over to the dinosaur,
Being flung.
climbing up,
Sure.
coordinating the plan, and then sailing through the air as a Von Dart.
I like it. Von Dart. That's very clever.
How dangerous.
We know either way. You're too far from your healer.
What's that? Okay, so are there any other anything else you've got up your sleeve?
Do I have any access to any of my other abilities and powers?
At this point in time, nothing that's associated with your class.
Rapier in left hand, crossbow in the right hand, and I'm flying in like Celine from Underworld Evolution.
Yeah. You still got this. You got this, brother.
Oh my.
At this point, he is sailing through the air. Would really swim.
I'm just
any
just
further
saying.
on that.
That makes
I'm not.
blood
I don't want to bring you back on.
You hear that voice again.
thrown myself.
Oh, now you want to talk.
You're going to stop bravely. Don't let me help you.
And what the hell? As I'm flying through the air, having this conversation in my head. And what if this help exactly?
Vaughn, as you sail through the air, you hear that voice again. You're going to die. Let me help you.
And pray tell what help you are going to offer me.
I can get you through that shield. I can give you the opportunity to have.
One way or another, I seem to be on my way to it right now.
You will die when you get there.
Probably true.
What do you want in return?
Let me in. Take the
Do not.
take the off.
I want to hold off until like the very last minute as he's like coming in to like almost contact with this. And I think rather than getting like the hard, fast, firm response right there, I think as he gets closer and closer and closer to the bishop and like the idea of uncertainty of, am I going to like collide and crash into this thing and not have any opportunity whatsoever? Or could I have like a guaranteed shot of ending this? So whatever just happened in the center of this room is put to an end. Maybe. And so he's like almost like these balancing scales, not knowing exactly what part he's going to like lean towards as he is careening towards this. But I think somewhere in the back of his mind, he is open up to the idea of ending the bishop, no matter what.
Take the offer.
No.
Say yes.
No.
There's a T-Rex crying in the background.
No.
He doesn't respond as he rains through the air.
Move down to the next in line. That is the Tombstone Guardian.
It can guard all those tombs.
Flat.
Oh no! Did I fall?
All right. Closes the gap to the Reverend. And
On your butt.
I got you.
Yeah, you're like
the 8 points.
you're under my
Yeah.
my tail there.
Yeah.
Which is very rich.
as the Tombstone Guardian closes the gap and its distance is right next to this pulse of necromantic magic streaks out from it. And as it does so, you can actually see the faces of the angels and stuff that are on the various portions of the headstones and stuff like that screech in agony. And everybody within, that'd be Tarquin, Anna, the Reverend. All right, Tarquin, Anna, and the Reverend must make a saving throw.
Do you have a
Constitution.
So okay, sweet. So what's plus 10?
What's
Yeah.
The stack
26.
Yeah. What's
26.
your?
they do?
I'm plus 4 years is a little better, and I'll
So-
6.
Oh, it doesn't stack.
I don't think so. That'd be
Oh.
insane.
Yeah.
You just huddle together and
Does it say that it doesn't?
It's 23 for me.
23, Reverend.
Oh, plus a lot. It's more than 20. Yeah.
So both of you saved.
So I'm sorry, it's Constitution
Constitution.
plus 10.
5.
Plus
5. 15.
15. This is just not your night, Reverend. Sorry. You take 14 points of necrotic damage, and as that wave passes over, you can see it sizzling and eating up some of the scales and burning off some of your feathers there. And you cannot regain hit points for a full round.
Oh,
So,
damn, my hit points. I'm just borrowing them.
yep. So somewhere in the history of the world, a T-Rex is innocently harmed from your polymorph there. All right. So
Well, I don't like that.
it also is going to use a slam attack
The
against you,
butterfly effect. Well,
and that is going to be a 21 to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction to kind of one hand grab a piece of feather and then other hand see if I can use my reaction to shield, make him roll at disadvantage.
All right. That's going to be a 23, so we'll go to 21. And that is 19 points of bludgeoning damage that you take from the...
How much?
It's 19 points.
Sorry.
As you try to deflect it there, it does kind of skip a bit, but it still ends up striking the dinosaur. And that's the end of the actions that it has this round.
Don't worry, I still have 3 times, still twice as many hit
That is going to bring us over to Mary. Mary, as you stand near the door, you can actually look out and see, again, that front area there is packed and more undead are trying to funnel in. Skeech, on the outside of the building, you can see a shift in the courtyard where it is apparently the knowledge has passed across all the creatures that are out there, and they are turning towards and beginning shuffling. It's still very full out there, but they're definitely shuffling towards the entrance to the church. And again, there are hundreds of these undead out there.
There's a rising panicked feeling.
And then we move down. Mary, what are your actions, reactions? What are you doing?
Okay, I think I would like to use my movement to kind of run through the undead so that they are, and so I can like get as many through the spirit guardians as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I also would like to cast Guardian of Faith as center to the double doors as possible. So that 10 feet either way, it'll hit whatever's coming through the doorway.
Those both concentration?
They're not.
Oh.
They're not both concentration.
I think there's
Ugly.
yeah, faith mini.
So yeah, within 10 feet, my guardian is going to take 20 radiant damage on a failed dexterity save, and half that on a success.
All right. So you're going to move forward, take it to right around here, like that, as you had said, try to affect as many as you can with the one that you already have in place, right?
So what is my full move? Probably like
15
30,
feet would put you in range to wipe out a considerable number and clear that opening and allow you to drop your Guardian of Faith right there.
Well, so I kind of want to. I don't know if I can walk in like a loop, so I can just kind of walk through them. You know what I mean? Like 30.
Is the phrase drive by what you're looking for?
Okay, so you can. The best scoop that you could do is be to walk forward and then walk this direction to catch.
Let's do that.
All right.
Mhm.
So that is going to put you another side. Right here, I believe, correct on the distance. All right. And that puts a center point right here.
Mary Forbes.
And it is a what save?
For Spirit Guardian,
Yes.
Wisdom save.
They're notoriously good at that.
Okay, and that does 20 points of damage a pop.
20.
All right. The skeleton, which is not initially destroyed by it, is destroyed by the explosions of the festering guts there.
Sweet.
You are only spared from being in the radius of the explosions by your spirit guardians, the range of that at that point. So it does take out
That's what we call value.
Yeah.
these guys right here.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And Mary is.
Yeah, man.
Numbers back here.
All right. So that's where you are right now. You're going to drop in your.
I'm just thinking little piddly guys.
Okay, and that is 20-foot radius, right? Spirit guardian?
It's 10 in either direction. 10-foot radius.
Got a 10-footer.
Holy
It's about as close, I think, as we got, isn't it?
That's 15.
That's 15.
Isn't there a mini for?
I'm not sure if we've got a many for that. Let's go. While our helping hands are working on that, we'll place that down here in just a moment. I believe that would move that's your movement and your casting, and then you have any other actions, correct?
I think I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. That takes care of that. We move to the flesh mound.
Stop saying.
He's tiptoeing.
Light on your feet.
He's wearing Heelys.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. It closes the gap next to Yip Yip there. That is all of its actions because it did a dash.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Nice.
And your little friend is right.
So right between the doors.
Yep.
So that it
So
can
10 feet in either direction.
so it'll hit anything that comes in either door.
There you go.
Yes, Mary.
That is going to bring us to Echo and Sky currently.
All right.
Echo is just sitting there. You see that nasty creature has risen up. It's moving its way towards the Reverend. The flesh mound is also racing that way towards the rest of your friends. Through the air is this Vaughn.
He's the only thing that seems like at my speed right now. Looking up at him like, what? I don't have a hat, but I tip it at you.
You had one. It's back there.
I just, Echo goes, I gotta go faster. And he is going to charge up his feet. And so I believe there's 3 dead guys in front of me,
Two dead guys.
2 dead guys,
And
and
the
Bell.
death knell.
He is going to. Okay, I have 110 feet, right? I don't take.
How long
attacks
does
of
your
opportunity.
speed boost?
It's 1 minute.
1
10
minute.
rounds.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So
Or if I drop.
Well, that's not the that's sorry. No, you move 55 regularly. It's the haste that's boosting you all the way up. It's not just your.
Yeah.
45
Yeah,
normally.
it's not affecting.
I'm at plus 20 because of my spell and double that because of him.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers.
Holy moly! Wait, no, wait, 40?
30.
Yeah.
That's 130, 65 times 2.
I miscalculated.
Yes, you are. Getting more faster.
No.
No, the moves faster. And what I want to do is I don't take attacks of opportunity, but if I walk within 5 feet of somebody, they take fire damage. So I want to run in a circle so that I hit everybody and then come back to the death knell and light everybody I can on fire with 130. And if I need to, I can get up to 260. So just let me know. Let me know.
What are you doing counting?
Right, yeah. The place is like 120 wide. When I hit the speed of light, what happens?
You see wars.
Reach out to
My God, you can actually hit everybody on the map except for the undead.
Wow.
I want to do that.
But you're going to end somewhere over like.
Oh, I would like to end next to the death knell. So if I just can't hit
You want to recalibrate that?
No, you
Not
gotta
hit everybody.
you can dash. Yeah, I could dash.
one-
I want 3 attacks.
130 feet. Yes. I mean.
I'll do a small.
Oh, you dashed?
No. I will do a smaller loop to make sure I get back to the death knell.
Well, but if you dash, everybody still takes the fire damage, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to dash so I can attack again.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Monster Whittle.
Don't worry, this is only going to hurt a lot.
The potato is still falling.
And he's just thinking of like some very poetic thing about potatoes falling in his mind.
In the spring.
As everyone else is going in slow motion. He's potatoes like potatoes falling in the rain. Wow. Time to die.
Each has all this white silly putty and wires.
Thinks he's standing in place, but to everyone else,
So-
he's vibrating.
So my question is, if you pass somebody, then come back to them, will they take damage twice?
I believe so.
Because read the damage on that.
Dip on.
It's 1d6 for getting within 5 feet of them.
Within 5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it if you pass twice by them, because you would have to run past the death knell and come back to the death knell.
But why don't you just
So-
do that 30?
I know. Yeah, that's
Why don't
very
you-
close.
Why don't you run like?
I will humbly take that and not
You know
abuse
what?
it to
That is
get
really-
30 times.
That is a really good point there. We're going to knock that down to just one time in a round. Sorry.
Quickly saw the error.
Yeah. I mean, logically, it would make sense, but from players and mathematics and all that, yeah. We're going to call it once on that because
I'll just go
I'm
ahead.
going to see that ending all of my villains very fast.
I'll go ahead and roll 1d6 just for everybody.
Roll a single damage.
All right, so 3 fire damage as he meeps, and then just
Hey.
Right?
I want to add the silver inspiration to that, Dave.
Cash it in.
Yeah,
Oh, that's absolutely.
another 3, so 6.
6 points of damage. All right.
Yeah.
There are quite a few concerned individuals with the fire that's on them. Anytime
And
you
we
have
don't know
gone
why they're on fire now. No.
Whoa.
anytime that you've gone, he's not moving that fast. Like you can see him.
In my head, Kennedy.
He's
have
moving
a lot
quickly,
going on.
but it's quite obvious that it's an echo blur.
It's just a blur of a person shoots.
All right, you guys are definitely making popcorn now.
The zealots seem to be excited about the fire on them.
Oh.
The flesh mound does not seem to do a whole lot. Not much, but the oh my goodness gracious, the body mass does not seem to be
Safe.
reactive to it. And then you're back in front of the death knell there, which damage.
Going to try and slice 3 times, and I'm going to try and chop off the bells. All right, so my flanking with Sky.
He has really
Momentum. You know, like move skies that we're flanking. Grab the ball or something. That
Yeah. And then you worry your situation.
I just want there to be a hilarious number of bell sounds as I'm beating this guy.
He's physically stepping on himself as
I'm gonna roll this 1 at a time. Okay, so that's really bad. First attack, I think will miss with a. He's not undead, is he?
He's undead.
He isn't dead. Okay. I'm going to spend my gold inspiration on this. So that will be a 13 base. It'll be an it hits with a 13.
12 is the AC.
Okay.
Whoa!
Wow. I'll spend that on the damage then. Okay, so D6 will be what's a D8? Will be 16 slashing. And I'm going to put some frost into that, so he needs to make a con save.
What is the number to beat?
The number to beat is a 14.
He makes a save.
Okay, so he will take no damage, and then I'm going to hit him 2 more times.
After the fire damage and the initial strike, if you want to, you can continue expending your attacks on him this round to create more bonging sounds.
Bing.
But as you strike him with that first hit, his leg bones shatter as you hit him, and it basically begins to collapse. And he's doing so, the bells begin tolling. Then it hits the ground, and they continue bonging for a few moments before they go stiff.
For Biggie. Not that much health.
I'll use 1 to double tap him, so that'll be like a 30. Or sorry, 25.
And you do some additional damage to the bells and kind of skitter them about.
And I'm out of movement at this point for the first time. Sky is going to.
There's one more praying right next to you.
Yeah, I'll hit the guy. Twist it. Yeah, 26.
That would
Oh,
hit.
no, sorry, 25.
Still hits.
And D6. That'll be 13 slashing.
13 slashing. All right.
And then Sky is going to attack him.
Well, no, you wouldn't be able to slash him. It's right next to Sky.
Okay, so I'll just so Sky roll the same thing. So
Yeah, just convert that over to Sky's damage. What does Sky do?
both of her attacks.
What a turn.
15 for the second one. So if that hits,
What's the total damage?
I am checking. The first one is going to be 16 piercing, and the second one is going to be. Oh, are they already prone?
Yes, he's prone.
These are crits.
What a turn!
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So 28 on the first one and 32 on the second one.
Oh.
Wow.
That would do it. And Sky grabs this guy basically by the throat and just rips it out.
Okay.
And shakes him. And he is actually gleefully smiling as she does that.
And with my third arm, I'm going to wipe the sweat from my brow.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. Sweat. You only ran 7 miles. It evaporates instantly.
All right.
Yeah, my hair is all sticking back though.
I believe that takes care of all of your actions, reactions, that sort of thing, right?
Not reactions, but
Okay. That
but wait, there's more.
oh goodness gracious. He's dead. You can topple him over. Just leave him up.
Rather good.
There we go. And the zealot is also toppled over. Good. He's gone. That leaves us with our remaining zealots. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6. Ooh, actually, a lot more of them survived than I thought. All right, so pivot, close.
We're getting surrounded.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be so fine.
He's just going to huck his spear. He turns and casts. He's going to engage Tarquin. He's going to engage Tarquin. He's going to stab you. So let's begin.
Whoa, how dare you?
Wow.
So
That's
start with you first. It's going to be an 18. The other one missed. First one, I believe, strikes your AC. Yep.
I have a 14 AC, so yep.
So you get hit for 4 points of damage. So he stabs you with his spear. Tarquin to attack. That's going to be 24 and 23.
Hit.
All right, you take 8 points of damage as he slices into you.
Oh.
Damon, he's going to huck a spear at you.
Yeah.
One attack. It strikes the ground next to you and misses. The other one attempts to stab you with his blades and misses on both attacks. And the caster.
First time I've ever.
How does it feel? Wait, no, the haste.
Oh, God, I'm still above hundreds.
Oh no.
Wow, that.
Ooh, concentration. Thank you.
Hey.
No, where did it go?
Were you hit?
So just 10.
Were you hit twice or once?
I'm so good. Yeah.
All right. The caster. That is going to be a 24. And you are hit with this green beam. And as it strikes you, it begins basically burning away the flesh where the necrotic beam hits you.
Where exactly did it hit me?
It hits you right here in the scars.
Okay. We're okay with that.
All right. And that is the end of its their action.
Skeech, you have my jacket.
I do. Yeah.
Never mind, we're fine. Okay, sorry.
I that's why I left.
Did that take damage?
The jacket?
No, did you take damage?
Oh, I'm assuming so.
Yes.
How much?
15. Necrotic.
Uh-oh.
Okie doke. And
Oh, that was disintegrate.
that takes care of their actions at this point. That's going to bring us over to Yip Yip.
Hi.
You are currently surrounded. You have the one zealot and the flesh mound
I'm going
directly in
to-
distance.
Misty step 30 feet away.
All right.
Kind of that way and a bit this way. Yeah. Just 30 feet, as far as I can go.
There we go.
Okay.
And bam.
And I'm gonna kind of head towards the bishop-ish, kind of going around all the monsters-ish 30-ish feet. And how far away is the bishop now?
Um,
Oh, making sure one Misty Step is a bonus action, so
Yeah,
cantrip.
and still a spell. You can do a cantrip.
That's what I was doing. I'm going to use try.
We just double check this.
Yeah, I literally just double checked it.
it never hurts to make sure.
I am going to try to firebolt him. Try.
Okay.
The emphasis on that. So that'd be 2d10.
You have to hit.
That's if I hit, yes.
Yeah.
And that's plus what now?
I don't know. It's your sheet. Your spell casting.
Plus 9. So that's
So
21.
you're 21. So the bolt streaked out, and you can see the fire kind of crackling through the air as it strikes the shield that surrounds the bishop. And Vaughn, as you're traveling through there, you can see the bolt travel underneath you, and it hits that shield, and the flames just scatter across the shield itself. Does not appear to do any damage to the bishop.
Oh no.
Beautiful.
Fun.
You're gonna die. But then get me in there.
Agree. Say yes.
Get me inside.
Say yes.
We have a bit of time for some engines.
Say yes.
Yes.
All right.
God, what was the
Death knell is speech. It is your action.
I am I'm at the corner, this front corner here of the bell tower.
Yep.
Yes.
The bell tower itself is directly above you.
At this base here, where I know that inside is being held, I'm going to place a bomb in like the cracking stone
Mm-hmm.
and set a timer
Very good.
for 12 seconds. And then I'm going to run over to the other corner, the other front corner.
Acrobatics.
No, I need my ducky die.
Yeah.
That is 12.
12.
Wait,
And I'm
gonna-
gonna here at the reinforced part by the tab, just saying.
I'm gonna give you this bad boy.
You're going to need to roll that.
20.
That will succeed. The difference was they said you were going to run rather than kind of skitter. Skitter is a low. Running is just moving across.
All right.
Remember your gobbly verbs.
For the next one, I'm just going to say it now. I'm going to slink along the wall.
So
Love this diction.
And I'm going to do the exact same thing to that corner, to the other front corner.
okay, I believe you can. How many total? You can hit 1, 2 corners at least.
So he's hit this one. He just got this.
Okay.
And I'm doing the exact same thing there.
All right. So you're able to plant this round 2 of the bombs. All right.
And I should be able to get the other 2 corners next turn.
Very good. And any other actions, reactions, bonus actions?
Nope.
All right. That moves us to the body mass, which is directly in front of the Reverend here. And the body mass, because of its disgusting nature, releases this horrific stench into the air. Anna and Reverend will need to make a saving throw. Constitution once again.
What kind of stench? The stench of rotting flesh.
As a matter of fact, yes, it actually is the stench.
I will petition that
I will let you make yours with advantage.
carnivore is like
Get anything?
rotten flesh.
I do think that T-Rexes were also scavengers. Is that not correct?
No,
all predatory
I must.
Yeah, they were.
will scavenge.
That I agree with. But I will disagree with James Horner on the nature versus primary scavenger or versus primary carnivore. Like,
Well, it's a good thing I got that advantage because I rolled one.
Well, since I was there, I can tell you they did chase me. And I think they also hunted.
Con.
yes.
I keep rolling so bad. I'm going to spend
Ditch.
I'm going to spend my. What is this? This is another gold.
Yes.
D8.
What was your total?
Jeez, for a 2. So that'll be 16.
That is enough. That was enough by 2 points.
It did its job.
Your luck today is great.
No.
Anna, what did you roll?
You're very,
What?
very sickly.
Not good. I got a total of like 11.
11. Unfortunately, Anna does not succeed. It was a 14. And you take 9 points of poisoning damage. And you feel poisoned until the start of the next round, which
Do you though?
that is going to give you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, I am immune to disease and poison.
You
Actually,
are.
Paladin.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so no, you do not feel, or no, you do not take damage either, if I'm not mistaken, because it is a
Up
poison
for
effect.
interpretation.
You take
So
poison damage, not disease.
Yeah.
Poison.
okay, so you take the damage from it, but you do not take the
Not
condition
poison.
damage on that. So
nice.
you will not be at disadvantage, but yes, you do take the 9 points of damage. So we'll solidify that and drive on forward.
You just
So-
wipe your brow like it was nothing.
It now has its action, and it is going to attempt to pound Anna off of the Reverend. And that is going to be a total of a 20,
Gonna attempt.
Means it beats it. Yeah.
and that is going to be a 16 to hit the Reverend on the next one.
That hits.
Okay, you both take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
How professional.
Anna, you want to make a agility roll? Oh no, athletics. You can use athletics to hang on to the Reverend and not be knocked off.
18 points.
Why could I not roll that? 2 20s.
It's a 16.
16 will let you hang on to the Reverend. All right, that is the end of the body mass's turn. That will move us to the Revosaurus Rex.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Well, I have to roll my con save to see if I maintain concentration.
Revosaurus.
So it's 18. Right?
Nice.
Correct.
Oh, get plus 5.
Okay, I passed, so I stay as T-Rex.
Oh, that's disappointing. Now I know this secret.
Amazing.
So yes, it's not wild shape. I'm casting a spell that I'm concentrating on.
Oh,
So all right, so the T-Rex squares up with this mountain of flesh,
Mhm.
and it bites down on it.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Yep.
Let's see it.
The number to meet or beat on that is also a 12.
Well, I rolled a 29.
That would more than compensate for the 12. That actually even doubles the 12.
Okay.
So you bite a huge. Now, how many?
Pathfinder rule.
80 pounds of flesh you can bite out?
Yeah.
Something like 80 pounds?
So okay, so this is 10. Oh, those moves. I rolled those, but okay, so it's 18. 26, 30, 37.
37 points of damage. Right. You rip out a huge chunk of the. You could feel the actual bodies inside of your mouth writhing as they're, and you spit it out, obviously, as it splatters across the floor. But
Too big to grab.
so, yeah, you've ripped out a huge hunk of flesh. You can see the remaining portions of it kind of slide into place and knit itself up, but the damage has certainly been done to it.
So it gets. And I already did my tail swipe attack to throw on. So
To hurl on, yes. So that is your action.
That is the T-Rex's.
Thanks.
T-Rex's turn.
That would have moved us to the groundskeeper next, but unfortunately, he's dead now. Anna, what are you doing?
Can I reach any of those guys from the back of the Reverend?
Given the fact that it would have closed the gap there, my bad. Yes, we have. You can bonk it from where you are. Yeah.
I would like to roll the bonk.
Compatible.
12 is the number to meet or beat.
So the first one is an 11.
But Jaeger pellet.
11, nothing. 12 is the number to meet or beat.
18.
18 will certainly beat. A 12.
Wait. What was it? What was the number to meet or beat? 12?
12 is the number to meet or beat.
Oh, great. Okay. So the second attack does hit.
All right. Second attack makes contact. The first one, you're just kind of trying to still hang on to the Reverend and kind of whoofs right on by it as he's moving. It's moving. Second one, you make contact with the giant maul.
Like 40 of them.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna put 4 smites into the. Or no, I'm gonna put 2 smites into the side. That's
Really good.
and I gotta re-roll that. Okay, so that's 9, 14.
Well then.
Walked by the church. Exploding.
Yeah.
This is one of those new youth churches.
Get arena cross.
As a matter of fact, it is a huge undead.
Great. So I get an additional D8 for attacks on undead.
Mhm.
So that is
It's nighttime service.
so that's 14, 18, 22 plus another 14.
22 plus 14 is 36.
Yes, that's 36 points of damage.
So almost as much of an explosion of flesh rips out of this thing as the Reverend's giant dinosaur bite on this thing. And you can see that it is greatly reduced in its capacity at this point.
So this is what it's like to deal direct damage.
Any other actions, reactions, bonus actions?
You can drop your elbow as much as you want with this little.
That is going to bring us to the undead flood, which
Blood.
It's
based where
block.
Anna is, based where Mary is standing. Anything that's coming through that door is immediately destroyed.
Eh.
Yeah.
Full chuckle.
The Spirit Guardian does up to 60 total points of damage in a single round, correct?
Power.
The Spirit Guardian does its 60 points of damage and is removed from the board. And annihilates all the new undead that would have come in through that door.
Nice.
So for one round,
Just 60 total, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's worth it.
Thanks for your service.
we basically stop any new undead from coming in this round. You were a massive
Yeah.
board stop on that.
You old angel.
That moves us over to Tarquin.
All right. T-Rex Paladin on top. I'm gonna sneak in below.
It's a T-Rex
double
sandwich.
Paladin.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
Paladin bread.
Yeah.
All right. As the flesh is being kind of blown away, can I see like core?
Look at where you are standing. You, in order to do that, I will allow you to pass.
shoot, yeah.
Hold on.
that's a lot.
I will let you slip through the Reverend's legs, given the size that he is. But you will have to take 2 attacks of opportunity for that to happen to get away from the
Acolyte.
the two zealots that are there. All right. 2 attacks of opportunity. One of them will strike. It does 4 points of damage to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Con save.
All right.
How much damage?
4 points of damage. That is going to move you from here to a cozy little spot. Inside, you know what? There we go. Wow, it even landed on his feet. Well, you are skilled, young sir. All right. It did
I'm
not.
so glad I'm not in there.
All right.
Everything was scary.
Yeah. It's not.
You will need to make a Constitution save, please.
There's literally
Yep, 14 is the number to meet or beat.
18.
18. But you are not affected by the disgusting stench of this thing.
Great.
Action, reaction. What are you doing?
As all this flesh is being blown away, can I feel like a core, a heart, or is it just much?
It is just flesh. It is just dozens and dozens, actually hundreds and hundreds of bodies that are just mashed together. Some of them are merged, some of them are not. They seem to pull apart, like clawing on one another.
Oh, got it.
Individual heads are turning and looking at you. Hands are reaching out your direction.
I'm just stabinating them.
All right.
This is undead.
It is undead. Are you
I'm
channeling any smites or anything into this?
One rego smite. You said 12 is the number.
12 is the number to meet or beat.
15 and 25.
I would say both of those would be to 12.
Okay. Reroll that because of piercer. There we go. There's the damage. Did a 2 again. Love it. Okay, so it's going to be 23 non-radiant damage. If that's what matters. And then it's going to be 17 radiant on the first.
So 23 plus 17, you said?
Yeah.
40 points of damage?
Yeah. You want me to just give you that in one lump?
Let's go ahead and take care of the other one.
Sure.
I've already
no smite on this, so just wait. Oh, that's a lot of ones. I think Piercer's only one per turn, so I can't reroll any of those. 15, mixed fire and piercing.
15. All right. As the first stab and the smite blasts into it, it again rips off huge sections of this thing, and the final stab that you do into it with your spear, the flames consume the interior of it and it explodes.
Nice.
Flesh chunks everywhere, and it falls apart into a nasty mass of tissue and such around you there. And that brings us back to the top of the round. Damon. Sorry, Zealot directly in front of you there.
Yeah, I want to knock it out. I don't want to kill it.
Okay.
So, do I just...
It would be a regular base attack, but you're going to be using non-lethal style damage. So he has already suffered damage, so you just need to knock him unconscious by doing the additional portion in non-lethal.
16 to hit.
16 to hit.
And then what do I roll for non-lethal?
Regular damage. It's counted as non-lethal at this point. Basically, rather than using the pointy end, you're using that really blunt.
10.
10 points of damage. Literally, like, rather than stabbing you with the blade, the last second you pivot it around so that weight counterweight hits, and it just right between the eyes. And when it clonks, you can definitely see it. It left a permanent mark, basically where that is, as his head kind of flexes just a wee bit, and his eyes kind of roll around as he falls backwards onto the ground.
Perfect.
He is not dead.
Yes.
He's not undead.
Yeah, so instead of
Brilliant.
fetuses of
And then I'm going to use my full 30 feet. And then I will also use fleet feet to dash.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's going to put probably right about there.
Not in the barrier. I just want to run towards him.
Well, it's saying that will take you outside of the barrier there. So.
40. That's a great question.
There'll be a lot of shadow as the rubble rains down on us.
There we go, Damon. That moves you up to the side. As you can see, as you're running, the insanity with Echo is kind of going on and finishing up at this point in time. Vaughn is flying through the air. And
all three of us make eye contact somehow.
any other actions, reactions, bonus actions?
Nope, that's it.
The bishop is greatly disturbed by what you have done and lets loose this prayer. And he screams, "Rise, rise, serve!" And as he does so, this wave passes out from where he is standing, and the flesh mound, the body mass reconstitutes.
Oh, you again.
The zealot stands back up.
how many times
He stands back up.
It's delicious.
You said that.
The death knell stands back up. No, it all comes back together again. Hold yourself all back together.
We said that at the same time.
A bag of holding.
We bring
Do you want?
Probably made it back.
You
back.
climbed up here. I would have given it to you. You could climb back down.
The gang's all
Guys,
back
I think
again.
this is bad.
Use
I
that
don't know
climb
that-
speed. Get up here.
And all around where Mary is standing, there's all these explosions again as the zombies and all that were destroyed before, reconstitute, and are destroyed once again.
Just Mary go.
Just imagine, like,
That's still on the count.
second thing, one of those
My one
touch
fellow.
form back together, it just explodes.
Yeah, unfortunately, they did not have quite the fun experience there. And at that point, the bishop notices Vaughn traveling towards him and is like, "What are you doing?" And that is his actions this round.
I don't even know.
I'm
Vaughn,
winning.
as you say yes,
Oh no.
immediately you feel the return of sin, but more connection than you have ever felt with it before.
Oh no.
As Damon and Echo are both looking up, they literally see the shift happen. As all of the veins turn black in your neck, race up in your face, and your eyes shift over to a blackness. Any exposed flesh has the veins rippling in black as well. That portion, that connection that you scare with Skeech, up on the rooftop, you take 15 points of damage. And as it literally bursts in your hands, you need to make an acrobatics check or a sleight of hand, your choice, to avoid dropping the bomb you're currently working with.
That's the one time I don't read the fine print.
I'm gonna go with sleight of hand. Give me an 18.
18, you hang on to it. You're like, oh, catch
I
it
go
with the
to
other hand.
15.
You,
Do you steal my pencil again? Even
Vaughn, you take no damage from this at all, and you feel empowered.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
And through the barrier you come and land in there with the bishop, who smiles down. And I would say yes.
Oh no.
Do I have control of my faculties?
Right now, you seem to have control of your faculties. What action do you think you're going to take?
If you'll allow it, gracious DM behind the screen. Even though this transformation has like overcome him, it's the same, almost like the same energy whenever we were dealing with the overmind, like the back and forth, trying to like fight and push it off, like do whatever it is you're gonna do to me. I want to like hit the ground, do my best, and I don't want to outright come in to essentially kill the bishop right away, but I want to make it quite clear what the plan is. As I hit the ground, roll, go behind him, I want to put my blade up around him and his neck, and I want to have my crossbow back behind. And I want to say, tell them to stop, all of them.
The bishop
Damn,
does
has to stop.
quite unexpected. The first thing he does is pushes back into the crossbow, so the tip of the crossbow blade pierces into his flesh. And then he rocks forward, almost pulling the crossbow out of your hand into the blade that you have on his neck. And you feel it slice into the neck itself. And as he begins to speak, it's very garbled and gurgly as the blood is now flowing down his neck. And he's sweetness. You knew you would come into your own bone. And as you're doing so, you can feel that anger building up inside of you. And you hear Sin tell you, look to your right. And as your eyes scan to the right, you can see that the superstructure is inside of the shield. And you can see that the wooden structure that is holding up the bell tower is accessible.
Do I feel like I'm going to lose control of my decision-making abilities?
You feel if you don't act soon, it may begin to be challenging for you to manage what you're experiencing because more power is being pumped into you.
Which ally is closest to me?
That would be Damon.
Bond has the crossbow in his back and he has the blade across his throat, and you could like see what just been described. And he's essentially going to like drop both of the weapons and like look over. And I'm not sure exactly what's your passive perception.
I think it's an 11.
It looks like he mouthed something like in your direction as there's veins coursing across his face and his eyes are black, and he holds out in both of his hands. And I'm just gonna block those two support structures.
Yeah.
And he whispers, "I'm sorry."
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I think
All right.
shocked wizard.
The is the blast that you're utilizing.
Yeah. My arcane rays.
How much damage does those do?
Currently, they're going to be at. It's going to be 2d10 essentially.
Wow. Okay, you're empowered by sin at this moment, and that is going to be. Okay. As the beams fly out of you and strike superstructure there, it's about 75 points for the damage that you inflict as it channels. Like you've never channeled that much energy through you before.
God.
It strikes the wood on both of the front sides of the tower, and you see the wood that's already under a tremendous amount of strain and stress splinter apart and shatters, and the bishop, his entire tone of his voice changes, and there's a bit of fear. He's oh, and as that happens, the tower above you shifts, and the bell tolls, but not because it has officially been rung. It is because the entire tower begins to crumble and fall apart, and it comes straight crashing down as this bell.
Whisper something into the bishop's ear as this is coming down.
Yeah.
I want to whisper as this is like still in place, just blasted. There's like only seconds before it falls. And I just want to say to him, you always have a choice what you do with your power. And then just let it come.
I would like you to give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, please.
It was so good.
Who's got that die?
Wow.
It's not red.
I have to ask, is this for the tower?
The entire tower collapses, and as it does so, the stone, huge, heavy blocks. Damon, you need to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Skeet, you need to make a dexterity save.
I'm not sure. I can't. Like top pack.
Will. There's no way I can cast the spell twice in that short span of time, is there?
Unfortunately, this is all happening. Do you have any coins left?
Where'd it go? I had a bronze.
You can have this one.
With a gold coin, I will let you attempt to try a spell. What spell are you looking to do?
Only a spell.
Classic player.
Well, I have something to do.
I also have a
That meant
question as well.
Yeah.
You go first.
No, you first. No, you first.
Damon,
Sorry. Yes.
make a decision quickly.
Is there any way in a split second, are there any shadows around this area that I would be able to dip in, grab Vaughn, and go? I will take any like disadvantage on any roll. Like if I get hit, I don't care.
Unfortunately, the shield would cancel out your ability.
Oh, and it's still up.
It's still up.
Just saying it.
You need to do a dexterity or utilize your shadow to step away because the power is coming down and you are within the range.
16.
16? That gets you out of there. You can look up and see what's about ready to happen.
Okay.
You're going to use full movement 60 feet away.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
50 feet will pull you away from there. Anna,
Great. Okay. So this is what I'm pitching to you. I have one more channel divinity. I have a platinum.
Ooh.
And I also have an aura that allows me to absorb damage from an ally. That's within 10 feet of me. But what I am bargaining for is that as soon as that shield falls, when the bell does, and the damage hits on, that I use my channel divinity and my platinum to absorb all the damage from them.
anyway, hey Bip, what is your thought?
I was gonna say, maybe if you could dimension door grab him, but
You can't penetrate the shield.
I can't penetrate.
Unfortunately, the shield will be active until the bell kills the bishop. That's why yours would not work. So, what is your saving throw, Skeet? 18. As you are trying to flip that last bomb in, the roof destabilizes. You see the bell tower coming down and realize what that means and scurry out of the way as best you can. Some that you're sliding. What?
Slink.
What are you going to say?
I get it in there though, right?
You get it in there.
How much room is there left? Because I'm on the backside of the tower there.
You're actually still towards the front. You hadn't made it all the way back there. This is
Right. The fourth one would be the last bomb that I placed.
which would
in
be
there.
right
That'd
back
that
here, but
corner
right
there.
here is where you currently are. So you have a considerable number of room movement this way. And it is that tower, this end of the building is coming down. As that
And
tower
it's
is that
coming forward.
no, it's crashing straight down. As that tower shifted and the bell's coming down, it's bouncing on the inside, and the rock from the exterior is coming pretty much straight down as well. Some is falling out towards the backside, but this area here is basically being just torn apart by the superstructure of the tower coming down. The shield is keeping the rocks from coming towards the inside, but what is falling down the inside is that bell bouncing down, that shield coming down, and the wooden timbers and such.
Okay.
You skitter back.
Yeah, I want to try to get back towards the hole that was by this giant beam of light, and I want to look inside.
It's going to put you right about here, which is just about where that hole was. As a matter of fact, you can look inside the church now. As you are kind of looking in, you can see the flesh creature there as well, but the bell is crashing down on that shield on the inside. Again, the wooden timbers and such are falling apart, and it's more debris and everything is raining down in one giant rush coming towards the bottom. The exterior of the tower begins to collapse, and the stones strike the rooftop, and they rain down to the interior, crashing and tumbling all around that portion there. The creatures, all the undead, freeze in place at that moment in time, and a silence comes over the church, but only after the most wretched sound of the bell striking the ground and crashing into it. It makes a final clang as the bell shatters itself and breaks apart. The shield drops. And so do the undead at that point. They literally fall apart. Pieces, parts, every direction. Not blowing apart, just falling apart, falling down. There are no more undead. The battle itself is over. The acolytes clutch their hearts and they fall over as well. And the church is silent.
And then there are two explosions.
Vaughn,
And then there's a big explosion.
those explosions occurred. Vaughn, I would like you to collect your stuff and leave the table, please.
It's been real.
I would run. I mean, are we out of combat?
Combat has ended.
As the T-Rex, I will run as fast as I can over towards the bell, where the bell tower was, and start to use every ounce of strength to try to shove the debris off of Vaughn's body with my massive
Give me a strength.
head.
So I just see
athletics.
T-Rex.
Can I help?
I would
with that?
also like to run over there.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Oh, also.
Natural 20.
A combined effort of the four of you begin clearing timbers and lifting the bell off of. You can see where the bishop has been crushed and basically popped almost like a blood balloon. That's not really what concerns you, but what concerns you is Vaughn crushed under the timbers. You could see that his chest has certainly taken a tremendous amount of damage as one of the timbers themselves has come across it. So see where it's crushed in, and the black corruption that you saw in him is gone. He's dead. There's no question about the condition of your friend.
I drop polymorph spell and turn back into the Reverend. And then I grab, hanging around my neck, an amulet that is a gem. The spell storing gem was given to me by Helen, and I rip it off of my neck, and I whisper to the voice inside, please let this work. And inside the gem is the spell Revivify.
Revivify will not bring your friend back. Revivify would work under different circumstances, but the crush damage and stuff that is done, what is done to your friend here is, if you bring him back now, he will die again.
Why? It's supposed to work.
Can we heal his body? I try and heal his body.
Wow.
Mary,
It's not working.
do you have anything for that?
Yeah, can I make my way over?
You were there part of the effort of pulling the timbers and belts such a way.
Can I start making my way?
I'm going to use my preserve life to bring his hit points to. Well, okay. How does this work? He's at 0, correct?
He's at 0 hit points.
Okay.
He's dead.
I have 45 hit points from my preserve life that I could put into him.
Which will begin healing the damage.
And then I have a level 5 raise dead.
And I have another 4, and then I have lay on hands.
Between you and Mary, you can bring Vaughn's body condition back, but it will require that ritual to.
If I see that this is stitching some of his flesh, I'll also contribute my full lay on hands.
Very good.
Let me know when
I'll just kneel down.
I assume that you already have come down during the time that they were removing the debris and such from Vaughn's body there.
I want to pick him up. And is there like an altar or like at the center of the church?
There is an altar there, yes.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna clear that off, and then keep back just a little bit of lay on hands since Tarquin's there, and use some of the lay on hands on the altar to try and just
Cleanse it.
cleanse it a little bit.
It's bad.
Down.
Okay, everyone, remain calm. I have a ritual to bring him back, but I would like help from people, as many of you as you would like. But you have to believe this ritual will work, because if you don't, you will hinder my ability completely. So if there's any doubts in your mind, this ritual will not work, then I don't want your help. But if you can stand with me and help me and believe this will work, then please join me.
We got to get him back.
I believe. Yeah, I believe in you, Mary.
Okay.
And then in an effort to demonstrate my faith, I'm going to again hold the maul, and instead of the burning light that comes out, there's like the soft light of dawn, like the very beginning, and I cast Beacon of Hope, and it fills the area near us with just like soft.
I would like to start singing a hymn I learned at the monastery and give each person in the ritual, or as many people as I can, I'll give them an inspiration. So Mary, Tarquin.
I can. I see now at this point. Just kneel down.
The wound is gone from your hand, by the way, Scoot.
Oh.
Just hold.
And beacon of hope, just for everybody, it gives bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range, so I'm choosing all of us, including Vaughn. And for the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
And this is where we're going to end our episode this week. Please join us again next week to see what happens with them. We thank you very much for your time, and we hope to see you again soon.